Alexander Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton. Okay. I think we're here. I think we're good. Okay. Oh my god. Everything is broken. Okay, I think I fixed it. Thanks for giving me company while I'm stuck in Minneapolis airport. Did we? What happened? Yes, glitchy. I'm perfectly aware that it's glitchy. Everything is a little glitchy right now. Hold on. This is being really bad. Sorry I'm late, guys, but obviously I'm having some major technical issues. Camera hub. Everything Elgato seems to be broken right now. Yeah, I don't know why. Everything Elgato seems to be broken right now, and I don't know why. I'm going to try and actually unplug the camera and plug it back in. Give me just a second. There we go. Hopefully that fixes it. And I apologize also for my audio. Wow, that noise gate is tragic. Okay, I apologize for right now in the audio. I had to. It wasn't picking up my audio, so the whole stream is being held together by duct tape right now. So forgive me on that. Jesus, let me add in a fucking noise gate. Holy fuck. I'm barely talking and I'm killing it. Okay. Hopefully that helps. So yeah, I have no idea what's happening right now. Glitchy, hello Petty. Yes, it's all glitchy right now, and I apologize, but it's still logging out. What a professional, right? And just like a boner turtle has appeared out of nowhere. Oh, thanks, Viking. I appreciate that. I wonder who has had more tech issues, Turtle or the airline's pathway. Definitely Turtle at this point. I am having every issue that you can imagine. My camera's doing weird shit. I had to restart it. My audio is still massively broken. I'm having to route my audio to the same source that my music's coming from in order for it to work. I almost didn't get it to work. So it's fucking fantastic. My prompter's completely down. I don't know what happened to it. So I'm having a great time. But good news is I have tomorrow off from work so I can fix all these issues. Everything's been working fine up until now. But anyway, how you guys doing today other than that? And let me know if the audio is just too bad. Because I can't really tell right now. It's all going, like I said, duct tape. Hello, Mr. Turtle. I have an opening question for you. In a fictional scenario, you are about to be super slapped by Godzilla. Super slapped by Godzilla. I love where this is going. Who are you choosing to defend you from it, Ant-Man or the Flash? I'm about to be super slapped by Godzilla. Okay, here's the problem. That's a funny question because Ant-Man, supposedly, if he goes big, under Marvel's own physics, if he goes big, he would still have the same amount of power as he would be if he was regular size. So, Godzilla would be able to easily take him down. It would have to be the Flash. Because the Flash can do like a super fucking punch going fast as fuck. It would have to be the Flash at that point. Ant-Man would be useless in that situation. Because even though Ant-Man could go big, his strength doesn't equate to his size. Per Marvel's own physics in the situation. So, it would have to be the Flash on that one. Pretty good, didn't have to complete jury duty. Ooh, congratulations. Escaped an extra shift and had a nap. I also took a nap today. Today was a good nap day. I 100. I should probably get that back to you. This is gonna be broken too. This is gonna be broken too, man. I don't know everything. Hmm, what do I use for the password? There we go. Shut. I'm not throwing away my shot. I love Hamilton. Didn't have to complete jury duty, escaped an extra shift, and had a nap. So yeah, I took a nap too, and honestly, it was fantastic. I needed it. I napped until like 6:30. It was fantastic. It was like for I think I went in there like 5 and had like just an hour and a half nap. It was absolutely amazing. So how you doing today? I think Taylor came in a little earlier, and then she I guess left. I said un momento por favor. Let me see here. Let's open up this and this. I know the fish tank's a little in the way, but it's okay. The turtle's actually doing great. I think he's been really molting. And for those of you watching the turtle stream, I'm aware it's green. I have to fix up the camera a little bit on that. Um, that's because there's a bit more plants in there now, and they are amazing. They're actually really good for the fish. There we go. At least for now it works. My again, my stream's being held together by duct tape at this point. There he is. Hello, Taylor. How are you? Yeah, I'm having every sort of technical issue one can have today. My audio just wouldn't work. I'm having to route my mic to the same source as my music, which isn't supposed to happen. So none of my filters right now are working. I'm having to do all of that on the fly. And my camera even broke, became glitchy and stuff. The Elgato stuff seems to be breaking. I don't know why. It was working great earlier. Hell, I had a Zoom meeting in which I was on camera for work today, and then I also had a one-on-one with my boss, in which everything worked great. It's just all of a sudden, when I'm coming into here and trying to do stuff, everything seems to want to break. I don't know why. So how you doing today, Taylor? Good to see you. Ooh. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I have some fantastic news though. I've been begrudgingly working with Intel over my processor. From what the dude on the phone told me, is they're planning on sending out. They've already taken a look at my processor, deemed it to be a piece of shit, and they are sending me a new one. Most likely today. They may have already sent it out to me, and it only goes down to Louisville. So there is a decent chance that I could have the processor either tomorrow or Thursday, which means that the next stream is probably going to be like my Techromancer stream, in which I bring my computer back up from the dead, and we'll do that on stream as a final fuck you to that processor. I'm super excited for it, honestly. I'm uber excited. So, what have you guys been up to? It's good to see y'all. And again, sorry for my audio if it sounds like shit right now. That's probably why, because it does sound like shit right now. All my filters and everything are just not being ran through right now, and I can only imagine how the music is sounding. So, haha, it'll be an interesting and fun stream. Let's see here. So yeah, the processor, I might be able to start playing games with you guys again here very, very, very soon. You got an Oculus, but it's a work in progress. What do you mean it's a work in progress? Are you like putting it together now, or what are you doing? Rise up, rise up. So you got an Oculus today. So Oculus is a very good headset. I'll give them full credit on that. I won't personally get an Oculus because Facebook owns it. I don't trust any of the Facebook products like Meta products. I'm looking at actually the HTC Vive. It's a little bit expensive, but that thing, I used to. Hold on, I have to figure out what I can tell you. There was a previous job in which part of what they did was work with the Vive, and I actually very, very, very much liked that headset. So, let's just put it that way. That headset was fucking fantastic. Ooh, so are you having fun with it? Are you like, so Taylor, what do you mean it's a work in progress? Hi, Chris. Hey, Jake. What's up, buddy? Aren't you supposed to be streaming, sir? Aren't you on a subathon? It's good to see you here, though. I'm not going to turn you away, man. How have you been? And Dalton, Was it the last time we talked when you were stuck at the? Yeah, it was. It was the last time we were in Discord. We talked about the you being stuck in Minneapolis airport. Wasn't it because of the hack or something like that? So my memory is trash. I just wanted to say, well, hello, but I mean, you're free to hang out. I mean, we can both stream and hang out and stuff. I don't mind. I paid 80 for it. It was filthy. Yeah. It was filthy, and the controllers were missing the back to the batteries. But I bought the rechargeable batteries that came with the backing. Plus, one of the joysticks are gone, so eventually I'll buy new controllers. Well, you can replace the joystick actually $20 max. Like I'm saying, $20 max. You should be able to replace the joystick. That on top of a, I mean, actually, Taylor, I'll offer you this. If you don't know how to do it, and I'm not saying you don't, I'm not saying you do, but if you don't know how to do it, let me know, and I can guide you through it. But the you should be able to replace the joysticks $20 maximum for your Oculus, especially since you have an Oculus. That seems to be the most popular headset out right now. So especially since you have the Oculus, get with me, and I will help guide you through the replacing of it. If you would like, I will leave you. I appreciate that, JK. Thanks, buddy. Um, yeah, I was stuck in the Atlanta airport and finally got to Minneapolis today, and still trying to get to North Dakota tonight. Have your flights been? Are they delayed anymore? So like at all? I mean, I hope you get where you're going pretty quick. I mean, you were traveling in the worst time to travel this year. That fucking hack, bro. Fuck Microsoft, dude. LOL, I do not, sir. My dad may be able to do so as well. Oh yeah, if your dad can help you, definitely get him to help you. But if you can't seem to figure it out, or your dad's busy or whatever, just let me know. And I will guide you through it. But you will need to buy the replacement joysticks, and you can even go third party. And a lot of times the third party joysticks are better than the first parties anyway, because they put a little bit more care into it. Generally, as long as they don't like come from China or something, generally they're better. So yeah, but yeah, joysticks are an easy thing to replace. Not too hard. You just have to be careful, taking it apart. But it sounds like your controllers are already kind of taken apart, so you just have to be careful in taking apart the plastic and the latches. Other than that, I mean, it's a pretty simple fix. And actually, they'd run pretty good because then you can spray some stuff in there. There's certain stuff you can spray in there that is actually going to make it move quite nicely. Well, yeah, I mean, I hope you get over there, Dalton. I mean, let's fucking go. I can imagine you've been through some hell. But the headset works great. Just needs a deep clean. The little part in the nose was broken, but that doesn't affect anything. I mean, you could probably replace that too, Taylor. And just replace a few of these little parts. You'll have a brand new fucking Oculus set. Depends on how much I get from these lawsuits. I'm actually considering buying. Well, I mean, there's one purchase I know I'm gonna get. Just as a you know a little treat for myself. When these lawsuits finish up, and that's gonna be I'm gonna get a different monitor. I liked this ultra wide for a bit. It's just not. It's two 1080p side by side. It's not even 4K, and it's a little too long. I want something a little bit more focused, a bit bigger, taller, and curved. I already have a monitor picked out. It's pricier, but from dealing with all these lawsuits and stuff, if I win them, I'm going to be getting it for me. But another thing I'm considering getting, depending on how good I do on these lawsuits, is a HTC Vive, specifically to play games like Beat Saber. I'm gonna be might be getting into some VR streams, which will be really fun. I can't wait. And at that point, too, I'll have a computer back, hopefully. I just got home from the second time at work. The first time I accidentally left my pizza there. I took advantage of the situation and bought one of the new triple berry frosty. There you go, Sandman. What? Oh no, you left your pizza there? Fucking tragic. Well, hey, at least you got your pizza back and you got the new triple berry frosty. Fucking fantastic. Wait. Frosty, is the Frosty McDonald's or is the Frosty Wendy's? I feel like that's Wendy's. Because I mean, in McDonald's, the whole, the ice cream machine might be down. Anyway, I wanted to get one cheap to see if I like it. I'll get the little things I need to get it out running, but it's really like I'll buy the Oculus. If I really like it, I'll buy the Oculus 3. Oh yeah, no problem. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the Oculus. It's a great headset. Don't get me wrong. I hope you fucking enjoy it. And I'm assuming you have Facebook, Taylor, if I'm not mistaken. If you're already in meta stuff, great, go right ahead. I'm just not a huge fan of meta. I don't do business with them at all. So it's not something that I'll get for myself. But I'm looking to get the HTC Vive. It looks like a fantastic headset. And I'm super excited for that. But I'm really glad you got your own and you're playing around with it a little bit. The Oculus will do basically anything you need it to do on stream. So you look like it's gonna be a fun time. I'm personally excited myself. Wendy's. Oh, I have a Wendy's here. I might need to try that because I actually have a Wendy's here. It's like one of just a few mainstream ones. Like as far as fast food goes, we only have two actual like known fast. Well, three. We have KFC, which is run by like meth heads, so I don't go there. And then we have a Wendy's and a Hardee's. But until the batteries come and I can't use that, I mean that's fair. It doesn't taste bad, but it kind of has a doctor's office sucker and cough syrup type of berry flavor, in my opinion. Ugh, I'm gonna try it myself. I have tomorrow off because there's some stuff I need to get taken care of, like basically ripping my title off from the government's cold dead hands. Um, yeah, because the title to my vehicle is lost. It's still not registered. That's actually two of the tickets I have. Is my car not being registered. So I need to get that taken care of ASAP, especially if I'm doing a trip down to Florida for Jacksonville. I want to get that. I want to get that done. I need to get done now, honestly. And my bank has already said, oh, "Okay, we haven't received the title, so we're going to be charging you extra now until we get it." I'm like, fuck. So that's my goal tomorrow, and then I need to go to the doctor's office to have them fix the billing. It doesn't taste bad. But that I have a Quest 2. I love it, but when I do gun battles with little children, I feel my age. Oh no! Oh no! Well, that's what I'm hoping for. Like it's not. I'm hoping to get the HTC Vive not just for entertainment purposes, but actually a kind of a form of fun to get me moving. Because I'm not a huge fan, as obviously you guys can see. I'm not the biggest fan of like going to the gym and just pumping iron. I'm just not that. It's I guess for my ADHD brain, it's not. How do you say it? I get frustrated with it because I think of all these other things I could be doing at the time, and it's just fucking rough. So, but doing something that actually gives me some entertainment along with it, like doing Beat Saber. Oh man, I'll be shedding them pounds with Beat Saber. And I love the lightsaber concept of it too. So it's that's what I'm looking forward to. And I'm gonna use that thing all the time, man. I've been wanting to get into VR for a while. I mean, no money, right? You'll see. I love the Hamilton downtime. That's what we're listening to right now is the Hamilton soundtrack. I also experimented and got great flavored high C. Is that good? These kids can outgun me. Luckily, they're still children, and I can outthink them. Oh, that's very true. Kids are dumb as fuck. Like, and that's not to be mean to kids or anything, but in all honesty, you're an adult. Kids are dumb as fuck. Like you can easily outthink them, and every kid from every generation thinks they're a lot better than a lot smarter than what they are, which makes it even better because they're really just not. I used to be the same way, so I can talk. Hmm. Tomorrow off on work. That was word salad. Tomorrow I'm off work, and Thursday officially starts my vacation through next Tuesday. There you go, Sandman. I just want to play the wizard game with the sassy skull. I kind of want to play that too. That game can. Oh man, they keep adding new dialogue to the skull too. That's another game I'm gonna get. I have to look into some VR games. I don't want to yet because then I get excited, and if I don't do as well with these lawsuits as I thought I would, then of course I don't want to spend money I don't have. But assuming they go well, and I think they will, I'm a pretty smart dude when it comes to a lot of this. I'll be able to get some pretty decent shit. I'm looking forward to it. And also, I had to buy a polo for a work meeting. Apparently, the WalMarts here sell the polo brand for $17. What do you mean? Is that cheap or expensive? I'm not sure. I actually had to show up and I actually had a work meeting myself today, two of them, My first work meeting was just about, just generic work stuff. But they wanted everyone on camera, and I'm just sitting here like, I have fucking dicks behind me. So, of course, I blurred out my background. But the meeting went well. I haven't had to be on camera for work in a long ass time. And then I had my one on one with my boss and basically got raving reviews again. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty happy. And I told him my goals about doing actual project manager work. So I might actually be kind of more or less going into a different position here pretty soon. I'm looking forward to it. I also had I played at my friend's house and it was so much fun. I can't wait to abuse the skull. That's what I'm looking forward to. And considering I'm gonna have my computer back as soon as tomorrow, I am so fucking excited. Guys, if I get that processor in tomorrow, we are streaming tomorrow, not Thursday. We are streaming tomorrow, not Thursday, because I am so fucking ready to have my computer back. You guys have no idea. Like, I am so ready to have my computer back. And according to them, they sent out, or they're going to send out the processor today. So they've already sent it out. They haven't given me any information on it. They haven't given me a tracking number yet on it. Latest, they might send it out tomorrow, but they said today. They said today. So I'm holding them to the day. So hopefully tomorrow or Thursday I'll have the new processor in, and I'm so looking forward to it. So if it comes in tomorrow, we'll be streaming tomorrow. If not, we'll stream normally on Thursday. Expensive to me. I think Walmart branded polos used to be like $5 to $7, but that was maybe 6 years. Yeah, everything went up, man. Yeah, and expensive. Yeah, $17. Especially if you don't have $17. Yeah, it can be expensive, Sam. Man, I don't blame you at all. I mean, everyone's on a different life stage, and there's a lot of people fucking struggling. And a $17 polo, that $17. I mean, that can be a couple meals if you do it right. I completely understand, man. I've lived. Yeah, I completely understand. I just wish there was an easier way for my Quest to remain on Oculus games. Viking, you should be able to play most games through Steam. I mean, Steam has a full-on VR section, I believe. Again, I haven't looked too much into it because it's like shopping for a car, right? Like, I don't want to do that. Hold on. I don't want to look at cars because if I look at cars, then I want cars. Fuck! If I look at cars, I'm gonna want to buy cars. So I don't look. But if I get my own, yeah, I'm gonna be definitely looking. But I believe Steam has their own, so you might be able to find some of the. I don't know if there's any Oculus only games, but I believe Steam has a lot of the popular games because I mean everyone uses Steam. I finally finished cooking dinner. There you go. What'd you get? Oh, and I appreciate found out that I'm too overweight as a couple of days ago. The corner. Oh no, the corner of my bed frame broke. Well, different things can cause that, including fucking. So don't feel too bad. I don't know what you did, but and sometimes these things just break. I wouldn't look at your weight. If it is something that you feel like it was your weight that caused, I mean that might be something that you have to, on your own do something about. But if otherwise, there's what? Oh, I might be having to go to theaters. That new Borderlands movie's out now, isn't it? Yeah, because there's new Heroes of the Borderlands cosmetics for Borderlands 3. Neat. Oh, I completely forgot I was streaming there for a second. To be fair, it was a wood frame, so that might be part of it. That might very well be part of it. I mean, are you talking about wood or are you talking about plywood? Because an actual wood bread frame, that will literally last you your lifetime. But plywood will last you not your lifetime. Hello, Baby Shark. How are you? Greek bowl, garlic butter, cautious with oven cautious. I don't know what that word is. With oven roast and falafel, cucumber, tomato. There is a few words in there I had no idea what they are. Cucumber tomato salad with feta. Ooh, that actually does sound pretty good. Quest requires plugins to play on Steam. Plus, I play Steam games on my Steam Deck, which requires more background downloads. Oh, that's fair, Viking. That's fair. Yeah, yeah. Let me look real quick. I might have to check that self. Thanks for bringing that up. Actually, I'm gonna have to check if the HTC Vive works well with Steam. Because if these headsets aren't gonna work with Steam, I'm not interested in them, including the Vive. I'll just get the Steam one because Valve puts out their own headset. I don't like their earpieces and the way they do some of their headset. Uh, but if some of these other headsets won't work, then I'm not gonna use them. I'm kind of curious right now though. Like, can I search for like VR titles? Yeah, they have over 6,800 games for VRs. VR chat I heard was pretty good. Of course, Beat Saber, Rec Room, Skyrim VR. There's Tilt Brush by Google. The Google has the thing on here. Aquarist has a VR game. Oh, that's fucking cool. We can mess with fish in VR. Let's fucking go. Anyway, it's pronounced couscous. Oh, I didn't know. Baby Shark. Yeah, I already knew everything he was talking about in that YouTube video. Um, I watched a little bit of it. I already knew everything that was going on. So, but I did find out additional information today about that processor issue. It's actually twofold. It's two things. I was correct when I said that it is the latch. The latches in the processor are failing, but also the processor is not regulating the energy that it needs properly. That's what's causing them a lot of the failures. So it's a twofold issue until it needs a fix. Hi, Moist Mommy. What do you mean, Dilates? It's pronounced cuckoos and style of rice dish. You know, I prefer noodles over rice. I always have. I'm good. I hope everyone's day is going well. My day is actually going very well. I should be getting my new processor in within the next day or so. So I'm pretty fucking happy about that. To be honest with you. So nice they named it True. So nice they named it twice. I like that a lot. And how's it going, Chody? Good to see you, buddy. When I took culinary arts as a high school career, center trade, we made that a lot. You made couscous a lot? I kind of regret not taking culinary arts, but of course, it was that situation in which boys took woodworking, girls took culinary arts and homemaking, so it just wasn't on my list. Besides, I focus more on video editing, news making, and I did band. So a lot of that took up a lot of my time. So as far as electives go, I actually didn't even take woodworking. I did take horticulture, which not it's not that. It's basically all about plants. So I actually helped the school build a greenhouse that's still up over there. And I did a lot of that class. That class was a lot of fun. Couscous is actually more like pasta than rice. I do actually prefer a pasta over a rice dish, to be honest with you. How dare you stop streaming? I was in the FFA. I was actually in the FFA too. It was almost a requirement for me to take the horticulture class because it had to do with plants. And considering we're in a rural area, we're a suburban rural town, a lot of farmers around where I live. It was basically a farming class essentially, but we did a lot of it in the greenhouse. I didn't learn a whole lot from that class, but the class did interest me. I've always liked growing plants. Actually, a lot of what I'm going to be doing here, I'm going to be doing some different things with a tank. I'm going to be putting in some. I'm going to be using the tank as a as a constant water for a root system, and I'm going to start having plants like up here that you guys are actually going to be able to see. I just have to figure out how I can get the how I can keep it like airtight. But I didn't mind being in the FFA. I actually enjoyed that time. I want my Hell's Kitchen. I picked culinary mostly because I didn't want to be stuck only knowing how to heat things in a microwave. Oh no, that's fair, Sam. Man. That's a very good choice. It was the whole like boys do this, girls do this situation in my high school. So it just didn't. And plus, my dad had several years being a cook, so anything I needed to know, actually, a lot how I know how to cook is for my dad. And yes, I do know how to cook. I'm going through withdrawals. Oh no, Taylor. Oh, from Chody's stream, yeah. You know, Hell's Kitchen kind of like, at least for us, we got burned out on it pretty after like 6, 7 seasons. So you said Tank, and my head immediately went to the Cowboy Bebop theme song. Bring me back, Daddy Gordon. I do love Gordon Ramsay. He's a great guy. That's some good booze. I'm really glad I have tomorrow off. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, I'm really glad I have tomorrow off. It's a nice little break in the middle of work. See, some people like taking like Fridays or Mondays off because it extends the weekend. I don't like that. I'd rather have like work 2 days, have like a day off, work a couple days, have a couple days off. Man, it just splits up the work and you're just a lot less stressed. I love taking Wednesdays off. I love taking Wednesdays off. So, but alas, I have to actually get some stuff done tomorrow. For us, a 10th grade, they let us do all. Let's do. Hold on. For us, at 10th grade, they let us do a few career days and tours through the career center to help us decide if we wanted to go. We did have some career days over here. They weren't great. I mean, the school tried, I guess, quote unquote, for all that, but it wasn't great. I mean, essentially, the military was more my only option. I Part of my rebellion when I was a teenager was not doing homework. I hated homework. I didn't like homework. I didn't see the point of going to school for 8 hours a day, then having to go home and do more work when I was at home. Not even adults had to do that in my kid brain. Not even adults had to do that. Why am I having to do that? So I was extremely against homework. I already did homework. And so my grades reflected that. But I did test well, so I did know the material. I just didn't like the homework. Um, so I didn't really qualify for any scholarships or anything like that, and so really joining the military was my biggest chance of succeeding, and I'm glad I did. 4 years, couple of headaches, and now I'm essentially a disabled veteran that got a real head start in my career. Now I'm a senior project manager, so that's very fucking good. I was down to welding, criminal justice, or culinary. Well, that was kind of funny. The horticulture class was actually right by the welding class, so I got to see a lot of people welding. Sometimes I was dumb about it because I didn't wear my glasses, but that's another story. Criminal justice is kind of cool. I never was interested. So my dad was massive into food. He loved doing food. I was actually the exact opposite. I did not want to do food at all. I did not want a I did not want a career in food. That was one of the few. I'm like especially like fast food. When I graduate, I'm like, there's no way I will ever do a fast food job, and I made it to where I never had to do a fast food job. Thus, I never had to. I actually succeeded there. However, I strongly avoided being an army cook. To hell with that. Oh yeah, I can see that, but so true, turtle. I never did my homework. Yeah, I never liked it. I never got the point of it. Sir, just say Navy. Quit making it sound cooler saying military. Navy military, it's still cooler than what the fuck you did. I don't. I'm Smith's with you, Larry. Love you, buddy. I don't feel like having an instructor make me do push-ups because I flipped the eggs wrong. we would be punished in mass though. Like someone would get a DUI. Actually, this was a huge turning point for me to quit the military. Um, there was a situation in which one of the sailors got a DUI, and the Navy doesn't like DUI. They're like DUIs. So of course they got the entire command to stand out in full camis, which are a heavier uniform, in like 100-degree heat plus humidity of an island. We literally had to have the ambulance come 3 times from sailors passing out. Yeah, that was one of my turning points. I'm like, this isn't for me. This is bullshit. I don't agree with this at all. I love cooking. Well, that's good. You're gonna make a man very happy one day, Taylor. Bitch, I was a soldier. What? Not seaman. Sir, I was a petty officer. What are you saying? Hey, 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 the Navy has bigger guns. Although a cook is well guarded, I do believe. Well, yeah, they cook your food. I mean, there are some positions that's very well guarded, like the chaplain. The chaplain's extremely well guarded, even though he's like and chaplains can actually be pretty high ranking too. We all love to eat. That is very true, Sam. And everyone wants a good cook. Sissy, standing in the heat in full MOP gear. No, no, no. It wasn't. It wasn't like that, Larry. I get what you're saying. I wasn't one of the ones who passed the fuck out. I was hydrated. But the fact is that we stayed out there, standing still, in formation, for hours, in 100+ degree heat, plus humidity, just standing there for hours, watching this guy get yelled at by the chain of command. There wasn't no doing something. There wasn't no getting a drink. There wasn't any of that. We were standing there in the heat, and we ended up losing like three. We didn't lose, and they didn't die, but we ended up three fucking people ended up having to be taken to the hospital. I hope the CEO got in trouble for that. It was a bunch of bullshit. But we were in full camis though, not full MOP gear, admittingly, but we were in full camis. They made a lot of people run in full MOPP gear at Campbell. But well, that's PT. There are certain rules that surround PT that my CO was kind of able to circumvent by having us go in formation. So like with PT, they have to give you options to hydrate, do certain things like that. We didn't have that option standing in formation. My father was part of Her Majesty's service on the seas. Man can peel potatoes real good. I bet. I bet. I mean, potatoes. Everyone loves a potato. Gas, gas, gas! Private, you weren't fast enough. Now you're dead. You know, there are some of the parts of the military I do miss. I do miss. Man, I was watching. I know it's not really military at all, but I was watching Major Payne the other day, and just some of the shit he said reminded me of like boot camp and some of the shit people said when they got in trouble. Oh my god, that's one thing I miss is the humor. There's so much humor in the military because it's such a stressful situation. There's so much humor, and a lot of it is fucking dark. Oh, but it's so funny. It is so funny what people say when they're stressed out. Oh, it's some of the funniest shit ever. Hey Larry, I might want to hear some of your stories at some point when it, as far as your army stories, the funny shit. Fort Penning, Georgia, the bait for basic training. Tell me why I went to infantry basic as a supply guy. That's a good question, Larry. The Navy actually only has one boot camp facility. It's located in Great Lakes, Illinois, near a hop, skip, and a jump away from Chicago. There is a second boot camp. However, that's only available to the what do you call them? Navy SEALs. Like those type of groups. There is a second boot camp for them. They go through half a boot camp with everyone else in Great Lakes, and then they do the other half in a separate facility as more of a specialized boot camp for Navy SEALs and those type of groups. But as far as our main boot camp, yeah, we only had the one. Going to church get you out of cleaning and so that is true. Actually, when I did boot camp, I mean that's not why you should use that service. That is wrong, but that does work because the military does firmly believe in your religious practices. They let you do basically what you need to do as far as your religion within as long as you get your duties done right. But yeah, going to church on Sunday did get you out of a lot of Sunday stuff. Are you sure? Are you sure you kissed mopping in the rain? The fuck are you talking about? Oh, you sure you miss mop? I never had to do that. No, we weren't that mean. I would hate that though. Why would you fucking mop in the rain? I did have to do. I mean, mopping was a basic part of being in the military though. They called it cleaners, and there was a certain time of each shift that you had to do it. So I got out of a lot of it because I was a supervisor of my space. I owned my own space. So oftentimes I got out of that and I was able to get, the people who reported to me to do it. It's just part of getting into higher ranks or having positional authority. Hi, what up, Bama? Good to see you, girl. How you doing? One time my dad and his buddy fucked up so bad they had to repaint the outside of a destroyer while it was still at sea. That is fucking tragic. Oh no! Especially when they find out that we have a whole fucking civilian crew to do that when the ship is docked. That's fucking tragic. I Baby Shark tried being a Wiccan in 2006, and your drills just kind of looking at each other, going, "Well, what do we do with them?" Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think you would still see the same chaplain. They have to provide someone, but Wiccan is one of those. Most people aren't Wiccans, so that would be a unique situation. I'm pretty sure they just let you go do what you needed to do and then come back. I don't know if they'd provide you a chaplain or anything for that. Dinner has been consumed. Now time to try and find a villager for my island so I don't get nothing. What a fucking tragic. My husband was at Fort Jackson. Turtle, you talk about military humor, but I get shut down on. No, Baby Shark. It's different. This is civilian world. This isn't the military right now. Certain things you can say in the military, you can't say on Twitch. Trust me, I know. Sometimes I have to bite my own tongue. I get you, man. I get you. I told him I needed a private. Well. Hold on, like that's what I was kind of talking about earlier, Baby Shark. The humor is different in the military, and it's a lot darker. You can say certain things in the military you can't say anywhere else, and that's a coping mechanism for the shit people go through. It's a high stress level. It actually helps de-escalate stress, but you can't say a lot of that shit in the civilian world, unfortunately. I told them I needed a private, quiet outdoor area, so they sent me into woods across the street, and we laid against the trees and took a nap half the day. Are you actually Wiccan, Larry? I'm kind of curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, because that's personal religious stuff. I was just curious. I didn't know that you are. If you are. The funniest thing on the Sunday is that I witnessed was from a senior drill sergeant. We were all in formation earlier than everyone else, and the drill sergeant looked at us, and say, "Hey, privates, watch this!" And then he proceeded to yell as loud as he could through the intercom to wake everybody. Oh, one that reminds me for some reason. One of my favorite stories was when due to an accidental mistake in some chain of command orders, the entire base had gotten high off of marijuana. That's one of my all-time favorite stories. I've told it on stream before, so if you want me guys to tell you it again, I will. But there was an entire military base that got high off marijuana, whether they wanted to or not. It was fantastic. Turtle, did you work on deck or below deck? Neither. I actually was never deployed on a ship. I had a space in Nick Tam's. I shouldn't have said that, but Nick Tam's in Hawaii. That's where I worked. I guess actually saying Nick Tam's isn't bad. I worked at Nick Tam's in Hawaii. As one of the communication stations. So no, I didn't have to serve on a ship. I worked with a lot of ships, and some of them are fucking idiots. But good old relaxing Jackson. Actually, if I had stayed in, it would have been below deck. We would have IT space basically. Communications is what I would have done. Yee, better than Lost in the Woods. Good old relaxing Jackson. He went as far as to say, "Wake the fuck up." Yeah, you in the bed too. What the fuck? Bam! I went to Leonard Wood for 4 months to process to go to Korea. You are Wiccan. I had no idea about that, Larry. All right, fair enough. That's hilarious. Thanks, Restream. I haven't heard that story. Okay, I'll tell you here in a minute. I actually loved it. I went to the clubs every night and was always driver recovery during PT because I was on duty van driver for 4 months. I didn't use the duty van very much, but I did occasionally. I did serve a few times being the duty van driver, which I hated that because they put you'd have to stay on base whether you were married or not during that night, and you'd have to kind of be awake and be ready to take a call. And it fucking sucked because that barracks that they put you in, that was a used fucking barracks, and it smelled horrible. And there was mold, and it just smelled nasty. Only half the shit worked in that room. It was, ooh, I hated doing that. Ugh. I'd always ask if I could go off base as long as I had the duty phone on me. Sometimes I got it, sometimes I didn't. Okay, I didn't know you did comms on the ship or not. No, I didn't do comms on the ship. I was partially in comms, um, because it was part of IT. I did IT and then in the military, and a lot of it was and half IT is actually comms. Like ship to ship, ship to sat, ship to sat, ship to shore, shore to shore, sat to sat, all that shit. I actually could have quit directly and gone satcom, which actually would have been a good idea to be honest with you. I probably would have been making a lot more than I'm making now. So Bama, the story basically is it was this base. I don't remember which base it was, but it was located Middle East somewhere. And part of their duty was to basically, gather the, illegal substances and dispose of them. This group had to dispose of them. And a lot of times they did this via um, a fire pit far away from the base. Granted, you probably already know where this is going. So here's the problem: the weather wasn't quite behaving as it should, and they were a little bit too close to base. They contacted the upper chain of command. It was like, "Hey, here's the situation. What should we do? Go ahead and do about this?" And after reviewing, the chain of command decided to go ahead and burn it because of the direction the wind was going. It would have still been fine, even though they had to do it kind of closer to the base. Not they did not realize though that right after setting all this, like we're talking a ton of fucking weed, like a ton of weed that could fit into a burner pit, right? So the full chain of command, like the CEO and everyone, was well aware of the situation, and so they started to burn the weed, but then the wind changed, and this entire weed burning pit then went back and covered the entire military base. The entire fucking base was then getting high off of the secondhand smoke from marijuana, effectively getting the entire base high as fuck. And suffice to say, it kind of got swept under the rug, while everyone basically recovered. Because the upper chain of command was well aware of what was going on and effectively got the entire base high as shit. We did 12-hour shifts and we were always on recovery from coming off or sleep prep for the next shift. Well, that works. We had a stupid schedule. It was like 3 on, like 2 off, 4 on, 3 off, or some shit like that. And it would constantly like switch between nights and days. That's where I got my coffee addiction from. Exposed to illegal substance. We all know you have some smoke to smoke later. No, because they did drug tests, and that's what actually worried a lot of the people in that situation. Was like, I'm gonna fail drug tests because that shit stays in your system for like 3 months. But they all kind of got exemptions from drug tests because obviously everyone on that base would have popped. Amanda, how are you doing? We were just talking about getting high, and then you showed up. Kind of interesting. No, I'm just messing with you. How you doing? Carnage, how's it going, buddy? What's up, you crispy, moisty, clammy bish? I hate that sentence so much. What's up, buddy? How's it going? For those of you just coming in, processor, according to Intel, has already been shipped. My new one. So I'm supposed to be getting it today or tomorrow, hopefully. Pretty excited. Then of course the smoked us while telling everyone one that you don't get to choose and you get what you were given. What do you mean? What do you mean referring to that? Hold on. I might be missing something. I'm confused, Sam. What do you mean? Yeah, you speak of marijuana in the Coloradan. Is that how you pronounce it? Coloradan? Or Coloradian? Or Coloradan? How do you say that, man? Coloradan? It's like Colorado, so Coloradan, I think. People of Indiana known as Hoosiers, so I don't know. Then who have Hawaiian and Floridian. I know the one for Colorado people. Need. What do you mean, cheese puff? All right, I'm all right taking a break from drawing. How are you? I'm doing fantastic. Looking forward to get my processor in the next couple days. If Intel's keeping to their word, they've already claimed my processor I sent them was a piece of shit. So they already said that they're going to send me a new one, and that supposedly it's been shipped out today. Did you also order the bracket? Yes, the bracket's actually right here. This is the bracket. I haven't installed it yet. I'm going to install it when I install the CPU. But yeah, the bracket's actually right here. It actually lights up. It plugs into the motherboard. It's a Cooler Master one, which matches my case, so I know it's going to work. Oh, are you talking? Oh no, this was for the GPU. The bracket. Yeah. I have. I'm good, sir. Why did you hate that sentence? Oh, I wonder. Take a look at that sentence, real hard, Carnage, and then tell me why I hate it. I had a story above. Oh, yeah, he even went too far as to say, wake the fuck up, yeah, you in the bed too. Oh, I got you, okay. It was quite a few messages behind, so I forgot about it. There's another story we just had to do, for some reason. Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, I'm tracking now. There was another story where we were sent to our lunch routine. For some reason, someone got the bright idea to start letting people pick the ones they wanted. I just remained silent because I could see this problem coming from a mile away. And when we finished the eating circle, the drill sergeant looked at us with a smile and said, "Okay, privates, everybody got what they wanted." I disappointedly shook my head. No, oh no. Coloradan, Coloradan. I got you. I think I'm tracking now. They put an I in the one for Alabama, Alabamian. Well, I mean that's pretty standard though. If it ends in A, usually if a place ends in A, you put an IA and then an N. Where the F did the I come from? Alabaman. Alabamian sounds better than Alabama. Alabaman. Alabamian sounds better than Alabaman. That's how, I mean Florida. You don't call him a Floridan. Floridan. You call him a Floridian, which actually sounds really fucking cool. That's a GPU bracket, not the bracket. I know. I got mixed up. But yeah, I got the GPU bracket. I haven't got the CPU bracket yet. In Afghanistan grows so much weed. Actually, I think it was in Afghanistan that it happened. I'm not 100% sure. I have to go find the story again. Great grammar, y'all, right? It does. Now Indiana, we're not Indianians or Indians, God forbid. We're Hoosiers. So that's different. That's completely different from what every other state does. Idaho is just known as Idaho. That joke, maybe. Okay, sorry. Anyway, but someone from Alaska is Alaskan. They're not Alaskan. They're just Alaskan. I don't know what sounds better for Alaska, Alaskian or Alaskan. I'm gonna switch to my PC about it. Oh, no problem, Sandman. It does. Floridian sounds like some infectious disease, just like chlamydia. You're not exactly wrong, Amanda, but I don't know. I still like to say Floridia. Floridian. Floridia? That's like a new fucking country. That's your chlamydia. It's Floridia. Jesus. I'm a Leo Floridian. I'm here to show you the way. I'm a magical Leo Floridian, Charlie. A magical Leo Floridian. We're gonna show you the way to the Gator Mountain. Gator Mountain. Charlie, we're gonna show you the way to Gator Mountain. The magical Leo Floridian. I love that. Taylor, not allowed to lurk. You have to stay in here forever. That's gonna be my stupid quote. Look, that's fair. Why is your tank on the table? One more. I'm gonna try him one more time, but the my turtle actually got sick. It was a oh, what do you call it? Not moss. Why am I thinking moss? It was some sort of infection he had gotten on the skin. And I'm supposed to put him in about 3 hours a few times. To what do you? Fuck, why am I drawing a blank? What do you call that? Epsom salt. I'm supposed to put him in Epsom salt for about 3 hours, a few times, and it goes away. I still have to put him in one more time, but it's because the turtle got sick. But with that, some sort of like infection on the skin. But he's actually doing well right now. He's doing very well. It's already started to go down quite a lot. It's almost gone completely. I just want to give him one more session of the Epsom salt. Other than that, he's actually growing quick. He's molting like you wouldn't believe. He is molting. He's getting huge. That turtle's fucking growing. Turtle listening to you right now is giving me a stroke. What do you mean? That's going to. So that's why the tank's on the table. That's why I've been putting them. I text you, reply after stream. All right, Larry. I'm a fucking idiot. Well, I mean, you're getting laid more than I am right now, so. I mean, a fucking idiot's better than a virgin idiot, I guess. I'm guessing that's a 5-gallon one. Yeah. This was like the first tank I had when I only had the first Badger Flippington. This was his tank. So, it's a perfect tank for, any situations like this, basically. Oh my god, what, Bama? Turtle, what would you be called moving, to South Carolinian? Carolinian? I'm assuming South Carolinian? I'm gonna check on that real quick, actually. What are they called? Chat. What is a person from South Carolina called? Yeah, according to ChatGPT, a person from South Carolina is called South Carolinian. That's from ChatGPT. Lurk, thank you, Arthur, for the lurk. That's too damn bad. What do you mean? Fungal, yes, thank you, Larry. Fungal infection. So he had a bit of a fungal infection, Artemis. He's okay. It's already went down. I caught it way before it became a serious issue, because I pay attention. I caught it way before it became a serious issue, so I've been just putting him in some Epsom salt. And after a couple of hours of straight research, this was basically the solution without having to waste money on the vet, and it's worked. Ah, my Floridian. Poor Squirtle. Oh, he's good. Like I said, he's molting quite nicely. He's getting big and he's growing. And he has such a fucking attitude. He punches fish. He is awesome. Epsom salt. Supposedly it's my 11th month sub anniversary for a stream. Is it really? I might have missed that because I'm using Restream right now. It's for the chat. Let me bring up Twitch itself. Again, my stream has been kind of breaking today, so sorry about like certain things for the audio and stuff. Sandman, did that random color work? Things are breaking right now, so nothing might work right now. Oh, Jesus. Supposedly it's my 11th sub anniversary for stream. Well, happy sub anniversary. We've already had our baby. We're almost on our actual anniversary coming up. Lurk again because why the fuck not? Thank you, Artemis. Thank you for the look. I love you. Thank you for the look. See you soon. Finally, something goes my way. Free upgrade to first class. I've never been able to pull free upgrade. Congrats, man. That is fan-fucking-tastic. Good for you. Good for you. Enjoy it. For fuck's sake, I'm not even with the guy anymore. I don't even care for men anymore, dumbass. Well, I mean, that's up to you. I don't know if the colors are working right now, honestly, guys. Everything on stream right now is breaking. I didn't have audio coming into stream, so that's why I was even late today. So I'm gonna have to fix that tomorrow because I took tomorrow off. I pay attention to phrase no one would associate. I pay attention all the time. What do you mean? Men suck and women are bitches. Both sexes suck. What do you mean? And technically, it would be the women that suck. Anyway, I get the new road to my. That's fantastic, Dalton. Good for you, buddy. That's like the perfect flight you got. Perfect flight. And you earned it. Oh god, I cough so hard I'm high now. What? You coughed so hard that you got high. I want to know what the fuck you're on. You're kind of right there. Baby Shark is Team Orange. Yeah, it looks like that's not working. I don't know why. It should be working. Um, we'll see. It should be working. I don't know why it's not. First time, I don't keep remembering this when this shit happens. That's fair. No colors refund. Yeah, colors aren't working. Let me try resetting Lumia stream completely, and let's see if it works from there. Because like I said, I'm having a lot of computer issues today. I don't know why. Specifically with the Elgato stuff. And I have no idea why. Would you give me a first class flight? Aww. I have a hair education class tomorrow, then working till close, and I'm off Thursday and Friday. There you go, Bama. Thursday and Friday, hey, that's fucking fantastic. I'm taking tomorrow off because I have to get shit done. Well, you never coughed until you were lightheaded? I try not to. I end up puking before that happens, to be completely honest with you. I have a really sensitive, stomach. It comes up really bad. I've coughed so hard, everything went black. Super scary when driving. Larry's just driving down the road. I can't see! Okay, you might be able to try it now. Actually, let me try it so you guys don't waste points. No, that is not working right now. I don't know why. Because everything's breaking. I blame Microsoft. Big cigarettes. Yeah, cigarettes are bad. No BS. I let off the gas and prayed. Oh Jesus, Larry, damn. Well, I'm glad it worked out okay and you got your vision back. God, that is scary as shit. Like you have to have your freaking warning button on. Larry, that's how I feel when I sneeze. I have really loud sneezes though. Sometimes it's tragic. Am I the only one who likes having weekdays off versus weekends? It depends. I do enjoy having weekends off because everyone have weekends off, but that's also a bad thing because everyone has it off and it's hard to get shit done. Like especially banking or God forbid you have to go to the PO box, you have to hit that shit before noon, or it's get done. Any government stuff you have to do, good luck. Good luck with anything being open for the government. So it's a give and take. But occasionally I'm just with my job. They're pretty cool about when I take off. So I just basically today ask for tomorrow off, and I get it. All my work's caught up. Night shift is where it's at. No management, no bullshit. I prefer day shift. You miss out on society working night shift. It's almost useless in that sense because it's like you're not on the same schedule as literally everyone else. But no, actually, yeah, Baby Shark, you're not the only one. I almost wish I had one day for like the weekend and one day for a weekday, and that just help you get shit done. But that's just not the way society really works. No, I don't like days off, obviously. I know, Dalton, you work way too much, my guy. Random thought, I'm very happy that I quit smoking or vaping. That's very good. This isn't a normal vape. It's still probably not healthy for you, but this is not tobacco. It's other substances. Anyway. Got to drive back into New Jersey again tomorrow. I am so sorry, Larry, you going to New Jersey. That's tragic. Try having a sneezing fit. You can't see you jerk the wheel around. No jerking the wheel, Viking. Okay. I'm gonna miss all the time off I used to get in my old job. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind my job right now. I just want to, honestly, at this point, I just need to change in my career. I need to make more money. I love night shift also. There are certain parts of night shift I do miss, like management and stuff. But with my job currently, I hardly actually talk to my boss. Like I had my one-on-one meeting with my boss today, which I got full marks on it. I'm full eligible for maximum amount of bonus. Um, but before now, the last time I talked to him was about a month ago. I haven't talked to my boss in forever. We just don't talk. It's you know it's one of those positions in which you just do your job. Everyone leaves you the fuck alone, but do your job. So that in that way, I really actually love my job because I hate being like I hate micromanagement. I hate micromanagement. It pays more, less stress. Who cares about the world? Okay, night shift does generally pay more because you are sacrificing a lot from it. Trust me, of course I work a lot. Have you met Taylor? She is expensive. I have met Taylor, not in person yet, but yeah, she. Have you seen how much like she fucking drinks and then now she has an Oculus and she goes on boat trips and everything. Oh, of course she has expensive taste. I love my night shift. I mean, yeah, I mean there's definitely positive with night shift. I used to get 6 weeks PTO and person time and sick time were separate. We have so the company I work for is actually a pretty good benefit. We have a decent amount of PTO, up to the point in which I actually keep hitting the cap. We also have volunteer time off, which we can take like I think a day of that. We have um sick days. I think that's it. I used to get 6 weeks PTO and person time and sick time were separate. I actually got pulled over for crossing the line once. Told the cop I couldn't quit sneezing and could barely see. Got a warning. Well, there you go. I mean, that's understandable as long as you're somewhat as careful as you want to, as you can be. You know, driving. You're human too. You know. At this point, I'll take the pay increase and no management. I just can't do days anymore. No, I completely understand. I'd be in the same boat if I had a micromanager. Actually, I wouldn't even have the job. If a manager beyond there's the training when you take a new job, right? You have training. You go to training. You have to learn the job. You're gonna be there right there with your manager. It's gonna be tragic. But once you're done training and you show that hey I can do the job, then in no sense if I had a micromanager at that point, I would actually give them a warning and then I'd leave. And at this point, if I have to have a 2 weeks, like if I'm leaving on like a bad term, I'm not giving 2 weeks. Because I have no intention of working for the job again. The only time you should actually give it 2 weeks is if you're just leaving on good terms, right? You just found another job that paid more. Like my current job, if I were to leave it, I would give it 2 weeks. I would give a full two. I would even give more if they required it because they've been good to me. And I'm not leaving on bad terms. I'm leaving on very good terms. So I would give them a 2 week. I would honor that. But if I was leaving on bad terms, I don't give 2 weeks. I just stop working. I'll give them back whatever equipment they want, but I just stop working. I don't do that. I would basically tell my boss like, oh hey, by the way, today was my last day. Good luck. So it just depends on the job, you know. If they've been good or bad to me, that's how I deem it. There's no rule saying you have to give it 2 weeks, by the way. There's zero. When someone fires you, when a company fires you, they don't give you 2 weeks notice. Do they? No. They just say you're gone. So you don't have any time to prepare yourself. Why am I going to give that to a company? Nah. Nah, boo. Unless they're good to me. If they're good to me, I'll give them over if it's possible, you know. Baby Shark Pink. Oh my gosh, you and that song. Got you. I love you so much, baby. And Pokemon cards. Oh, what about Pokemon cards? You got a warning in Pokemon cards? I have expensive taste too, just have to finance myself, and that's okay. Well, yeah, that's true. You know, you can have expensive taste if you can afford it, and your job should reflect, your taste. Actually, your taste should reflect your job. You know what you should afford. Don't overspend. I paid less than $100 for hour because I spent over an hour cleaning it. I'm fucking with you, Taylor. Come on, it's okay. I understand. You already said that. It's all good. I'm fucking with you. Fortunately for me, unfortunately for me, I've mostly gotten pulled over for speeding. Well, that's my problem. I tend to have a lead foot. I think for the most part, speed limits signs or speed limits are much lower than they should be. Um, with exception to certain in town driving. Like for me personally, if there's kids around, I don't fuck around with that. I will go below the speed limit. Fuck who's ever behind me. I will make sure that if pedestrians, the loss of life that comes in is to a minimum. But if it's like if I'm driving highway or something like that, I'm speeding. I am speeding. I have a speeding ticket. God, I don't even know where I put it. Sitting around here somewhere that I actually need to take care of. But I have a speeding ticket. It was actually 77 and a 55, I think. It wasn't good. Oh, no. Yeah, it was something like that. And yeah, I speed. But I do it into a point in which I never go beyond my skill level, and I never do it if I feel like there's any sort of risk to any life around me. Um, that's just me. I hate this. Do, 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 do. Back to the Hamilton soundtrack. Um, Also, less people around on night shift. That's also very true, Baby Shark. I think I have a total of like 2 or 3 tickets. I have 3 tickets currently that I'm fighting. So, two for my registration because they won't give me my title to my vehicle, so I can't get it registered, and then one for speeding. So I in one pullover, I got 3 tickets. It's tragic. I give a 2 day notice. I'm leaving today. Yeah, I only give them one. I only give them. I basically, I might give them that day at the beginning, but more likely than not, they would tell me not to work. So basically, at the end of my last day, I would tell them, "Hey, this is my last day. I'm turning my shit in," and they'd be like, "What happened? You have to give a 2 week notice." I'm like, "No, I don't. You can't force me to work." And then I'd ask them the exact same question. I'd be like, "Would you give me a 2 week notice if you were firing me?" I'm bummed more about you firing me than you are by me not giving a 2 week notice. So let's figure that one out. My vice supervisor is a fucking tyrant. Glad I don't work with her on her shifts. Oh, I bet not. I'd hate that. Oh, and apparently I received a ticket for not paying a toll fee. I could have an entire stream over how I don't agree with tolls. Find me, Larry. I never understood why it looks down on someone not giving the 2 weeks, but in okay for a job to fire you. It's a shaming thing, honestly, Baby Shark. It's shaming. They want you to be like, oh, hey, you're harming us in the company by not giving you 2 weeks because we don't have your replacement. And aren't you a team player? Your coworkers are gonna struggle more until we find another person. I'm like, okay, you should have treated me better and I would have given you the 2 weeks. But I'm leaving you on bad terms. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to be done. And if I'm at that point, I've already had another job lined up, so I don't give a fuck what they say. And if you're moving up in life and they'll threaten you, you can never work for the company again. Well, that's the point. You don't want to smoke. Turtle, you I'm going to request that song. What do you mean? It was gross and the controllers don't have batteries, but easy fix. You're right. I don't have it in me today. Fucking trash. No, baby, sorry, Larry. Oh my god, my coughing is infectious. No, it's because I've been smoking this, and it's not. Well, it's not. It's not tobacco. Yes, you do. I do speed. Yes, I do. Well, you speed a little bit. Like when you were following me down in Louisville, Alabama. Man, you were speeding, and then you realized that you were going too fast, and then I had to like slow down to make sure you were following me. But you were speeding at first. Anyway, the most I had was going 88 and a 70. Well, that's not bad. I mean, that's still below 20. You have to. And I'm speaking this as I have a ticket that I have. What was it? It was a 22 over, I think mine was. Yeah, 77 and 55. So if you can keep it below 20 miles per hour, that's not a criminal citation. And then if you do go over 20, it's only criminal if the cop decides he wants to criminally charge you for it. I could have been criminally charged for it, but he decided because I was nice to do because I knew I was speeding. I'm gonna have to delete this bot after this because I'm gonna go to court over it. The most I had was going 88 and 70. Turtle is the criminal. It's Canada. No, he gave me a civil citation, not a criminal one. So it's civil, not criminal. I need to find a deal like that. The time cleaning is worth it. If the kid is dumb enough to walk out in front of you, then that's natural selection. Just run them over and keep going. No, kids don't know better. I don't do that shit, dog. I don't fuck with kids. No. I will go lower than the speed limit. If there's any risk of any living being, whether it be a deer, a dog, or a kid, or even a person around me that could make a decision that would involve me, that would result in me hitting them, I slow the fuck down. I slow, even below the speed limit, I don't fuck with that shit. But if we're in like a highway or something, I see everything that's around me. Yeah, I'm gonna speed, and I'm probably gonna speed pretty heavily. Um, I love the brake checking people riding my ass. I brake checked cops before. I did that before myself, and got off with a warning. But yeah, you shouldn't do that. But honestly, if they're riding your ass, I want to get one of those signs in which you can push a button and an LED sign in the back will ride up and be like, or it just said, "Stop riding my ass." I use some choice words for riding my ass. Facebook Marketplace. I love brake checking people riding my ass. Break the cup for what's up with the stream title? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm hoping my dad can fix the joystick. I can still use it, but it's uncomfy. I may get new straps because the straps are gross. I mean, just throw them in the laundry. Your straps will be fine. Even put them in the sink. It save you money. That's all I'm saying. Save you money on the straps. Just think of and do the scrubbing. You know, it'll be clean, and you can probably get it back to looking brand new. Taylor getting a new strap. Careful, Dalton. Jesus, I have a job lined up before I have before I leave. Exactly, that's what you need to do. If you know that the job's just bad, have another one lined up. And then there's two ways you can handle it. If the job is bad that you're currently working for, then just leave after that day and just be like, I mean, tell your boss you're leaving, you're not coming in, and then just leave. You're not. There's nothing saying you have to give them 2 weeks. But if you like the job and they've been good to you, you just found something that's better for your situation, then yeah, give them 2 weeks. Be good to them like they were good to you. Um, and 2 weeks is the standard, so and that gives them plenty of time to find someone else or do whatever they need to do. And if at all possible, I usually give them a little bit more if they need it. It just depends on the new job, the replacement job. So you made me speed. I didn't make you do that. I thought you were wanting to keep up with me, and so I sped. And then you were like, "I'm going to keep up with him," and then you all of a sudden you decided you didn't want to, so I had to slow the fuck down. Dalton would like it. Oh Jesus! I may or may not have ran my grandma over because she was walking to. So the fuck? Okay, Dalton story time. Dalton, I need to hear all of this, sir. What the fuck? Survival of the fittest. You guys are assholes when it comes to driving. Jesus, I thought I was bad. I still have a speeding ticket in Arizona 19 years later and still haven't paid it. No plans on going back to Arizona. 19 years? You're past. They can't even get you for that anymore. It's too late. What's the someone give me the term for when law or the what's the term of which you can no longer be charged for a crime because it happened so long ago? I don't think you can actually be charged for that anymore or anything concerning that ticket because it happened so long ago. When cops are writing you, it means they're running your plates. Correct. Um, just put the strap in the dishwasher. Oh, right next to her toothbrushes. That's a really good idea, Larry. Next to the toothbrush. It makes sense. I hate that. I hate that I'm on the same page with you guys half the time now. We are not starting that again, Larry. I think it's a good conversation to have. I'm just saying. In Texas, if someone rear-ended you, it's their fault. Fair to maintain proper distance. That's in most states, actually, Baby Shark, and that's very true. You need to give yourself enough distance from the car in front of you that if they were to completely stop instantly, you would be able to either stop or have way more than enough time to get over to the next lane safely. Because if you rear end someone, that means you're not maintaining proper distance. I think that's 8. I think that's all states, if I'm not mistaken. Statute of limitations, correct, Larry. I think the statute of limitations for that one, Baby Shark, has run dry. So you should be good to go on that. Even if they wanted to take you to court over it, I don't think it wouldn't stand because I believe, don't quote me, but I believe the statute of limitations on that has run out, so you can no longer be charged for that crime. The Smith system driver training. What is that? What's the Smith system driver training? But yeah, like don't. I mean, per the law, you're supposed to give enough room, and I actually agree with that. You should give the car in front of you. Do I do it? No, not really. But I also know that if something were to happen to the car in front of me, I would most likely see it before it was going to happen, and I would be able to adjust accordingly. If I had to take that ticket for it, then I have to take the ticket for it. I'm slowly finishing my wine, then it's time for sleepy time tea. I do love me some sleepy time tea. Though I use this more. Well, not this specifically, but I use different sleepy time assists. I had some dark chocolate mint sleepy time assists. If you know what I'm saying, last night, and it was fan fucking tastic. Worked like a charm, man. I slept good. I did not want to wake up, so I did. I slept in a little bit. And I woke up, and I turned Teams on my phone, so it looked like I was active, and and then I just took a nap. Right after that, it was fantastic. Ooh, sleepy tea, be very good. Vanilla sleepy time. Ooh, vanilla with some honey, man. Taylor, you be that's some good shit right there. I'm telling you what. Sleepy Time Tea is owned by a cult, by the way. Well, that's a different, direction of this conversation. What do you mean it's owned by a cult? And yet you still buy it. That was horrible. Just that it's owned by a cult. But cults are not exactly legal. Yeah, fuck, I think this is ruined. Damn it, I broke it. I found out through Youth Pastor Ryan's informative TikToks. I love YPR's new TikToks, bro. His new TikToks are fantastic. And considering who he is as a person, it's really impressive that he has a. No, it's not impressive. That's the wrong word because that's saying he's dumb. He's really a smart dude. With his personality, I wouldn't have expected him to get a master's in homeland security, but he has it, and he is smart as shit. Like I consider myself fairly, smart when it comes to technology. He is like on a whole new level. He's done shit that I didn't even know. Fuck yeah, you could fucking do. He is smart as shit, and it was actually shocking that he got a degree in that specifically. Fantastic. I don't know that they're illegal though. Are they illegal? We're asking Turtle DVD. Well, according to Turtle, listen, my dad advises you to consume it. You both are incredibly smart. I'm not smart, honestly, Bam. I'm not smart at all. Cults themselves are not inherently illegal as they can be religious, ideological, or social groups that operate within the bounds of the law. However, actions taken by cults or the leaders involved illegal activities are certainly subject to legal action. Some examples of illegal activities that have been associated with certain cults include fraud, deceptive practices to gain money or assets from members, abuse, kidnapping, unlawful labor practices, money laundering, violence. If a cult engages in such activities, law enforcement agencies may take action against individuals responsible or the organization as a whole. It's important to distinguish between the presence of a controlling or manipulative group and the presence of a criminal behavior. The former is not necessarily illegal, while the latter clearly is. If you suspect illegal activities by any group, it is important to report it to the appropriate authorities. So maybe I was wrong. Cults are not illegal. Jesus. Okay, Restream. Damn. Stream Elements Beyond a Power. Stream Elements does Beyond a Power. Stream everything beyond. Holy fuck. That was a lot. That was a lot. I'm sorry. I'm still working on Restream stuff, so I apologize for that. That was a lot of information. That's because I threw it into Restream. I didn't throw it into Twitch directly. I should have thrown it into Twitch directly. But yeah, Stream Elements do Beyond a Power trip. Oh, Larry, I did read your message, and yes, I did. That was fantastic, by the way. The text message you gave me. Yeah, that was fantastic. I'm so glad she's gone now. She decided to hang up her coat. Um, but yeah, so cults aren't illegal, but I think a lot of things that cults do are illegal if they're calling themselves a fucking cult. Some cults don't even call themselves a cult. Like, and I'm probably gonna get murdered for this, but like the biggest cult that comes to mind would be the Scientology group. Just saying, that's a little bit cult like. Apparently, once you received a fine associated with a violation, it is considered concluded. Therefore, no longer subject to any limitation. The fine, when unpaid, turns into a warrant and remains in effect till the balance shows paid. But that doesn't. Wait, I need to read your statement again. Apparently, once you receive a fine associated with the violation, it is considered concluded. Therefore, no longer subject to any limitation. The fine, when unpaid, turns into a warrant and remains in effect until the balance shows paid. But if there's a warrant associated with it, that means there's a law that was been broken, right? So that would still be subject to the statute of limitations, wouldn't it? I feel like that's an uncomfortable like bypass to the law, right? That's almost uncomfortable. The statute of limitations is this for a reason. I feel like anything that bypasses it makes me uncomfortable. 90 to 65 in Cali and didn't get caught. Oh, I mean, I've gone 100 down the road before and didn't get caught. It's the problem is when you do get caught. That's where the issue comes in. They are called as are Jehovah's Witnesses. Technically, I haven't dealt much with the Jehovah's Witnesses. I've heard some different things. Them and Mormons specifically, as far as religious cults. Well, them Mormons and what do you call them? Scientologists specifically. Um, but I mean, I've known some Mormons. They've been fantastic. Speaking of which, Okie TV, raid with a party of 3, buddy. Thank you so much. How'd your stream go, my guy? I have personal experience with them. No doubt, no doubt. I believe you. I just haven't personally had any experience with them. When I was when we were growing up in Idaho, we had some run-ins with the Mormons because there's a lot of them over in that area, and we weren't, and so we were, of course, ostracized from society when we lived over there. And then here, the Mormons have a slight presence, but it's not very big. It's mostly just, actually, here it's mostly just the non-denominational Christians or Baptists are the major players here. I have personal experience with Quiet, but it's alright. Just playing some Rust. Well, Okie, I have some good news. My processor, according to Intel, has already been sent out to me. They haven't given me a tracking number, which is a little concerning, but I might be having my computer back for the next couple days. As soon as tomorrow, actually. If I do get the processor in tomorrow, I'm streaming tomorrow, not on Thursday. But if I get it on Thursday, I'll be streaming Thursday as normal. And the next stream will probably be like the Technomancer stream. The statute of limitations applies to the time between when you do something to the time changes are made. In the case of tolls, the judgments are made immediately following review of the tolling camera. So yeah, that's basically what I'm saying, Larry. So if you right, so it would apply to the statute of limitations, right? Based on what you're saying. A Mormon missionary did a lot of yard work for my granddad as a penance for hitting my aunt's car with a bicycle. Oh yeah, I'm not saying anything necessarily bad about the Mormons. We have a lot of experience with them. I understand, we might have Mormons in here, which is fine. I've nothing against you. I'm friends with everybody in here. I just like but I don't really care what religion you are. But certain experiences I can't negate my experiences either. And we've had some issues personally with the Mormons, but that's them personally. So I treat everyone on a person to person basis. I don't care what flavor religion you choose. Exactly, I don't really care either. I mean, the way I see it is I don't know the religion of most of the people in here, and I don't really care. You guys somewhat know mine, and I'm friends with everybody. As long as you don't try and push shit on me or anything like that, I don't really care what you are, and don't do illegal shit either. And careful what you do on the fucking stream because Twitch rules and stuff. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy the statute of limitations law, and I don't think anything that somewhat even bypasses it is a good thing in the world because the statute of limitations is this for a reason. Yeah, so it is what it is. My goodness. But yeah, guys, don't speed. I speed. Don't speed. Let me see. But yeah, actually, Bam, on what you were saying on doing a yard work as your granddad for penance. I mean, there's a lot of religions just like that. I mean, in Christianity as a whole, it says you need to if you wrong someone, you actually should do 10 times the value of how you wrong them. There are reasons statute of limitations varies from offense to offense. Why though? I think it should be okay. Say my belief right now is that they should just remain the same no matter what crime. Except for maybe terror. Right? If you're flying a couple of planes into the World Trade Center, that no statute of limitations should exist for you. But if you're like, for most laws, I think it should exist. Like, I can't really think of many situations in which it shouldn't. AKA, the tolling camera found him guilty, charged him a fee. The fee went out to the DMV associated address. Matter closed. Statute of limitations closed. The fine is the final ruling, and basically you've already been shown guilty. That's illegal. That's very much illegal. The tolling camera can't find anybody illegal. Taking that to court, I think you can take most tolling cameras. You'll win most of those cases with even an okay lawyer. And plus, there has to be a case associated with it. So, like, well, maybe not, because a tolling road is actually owned by an organization, not the government. It's not government. So basically, the tolling camera is using you is basically using your license plate as a way to charge you for using the road they maintain. So that's not really even illegal, but then you use a service that you're not paying for if you don't pay the toll, which is illegal. But then you can bring that to court. At that point, it's a mess. I hate toll roads. I hate toll roads. I'm the Flash everywhere I go. Zoom, zoom. I mean, guys, like you guys know, I'm saying, I speed. I speed. But do it if you're gonna speed. Do it carefully. Pay attention to your surroundings. Don't. A lot of people making this mistake when driving, and it's never discussed in driver's ed. Don't look 10 feet in front of your car. Look up. Always look up towards the horizon. Always watch the horizon. Don't look directly down against the road. If you look up towards the horizon, just look up. You can see everything. And if you see everything, you know what's coming at you. You can speed without feeling like you're putting anyone in danger. Why? Because you see everything. But people look directly in front of the car, like 20, 30 feet in front of the car. Don't look at the road. The road's not changing. Look up. Look at the horizon. And you'll be able to avoid almost every accident. It doesn't give a chance to face the accuser. Correct, which is why it's illegal. I agree, but if you ignore the fine and it goes to paid, you can have a warrant issued. Yes, because the tolling company is basically saying you had a service given to you, aka the ability to use the toll road, that you need to pay for. They're then going after you for an unpaid toll. So, which, since they're essentially you're stealing the service, which is illegal, and you can get a warrant set out for it. So yes, but they can't bypass the courts. That's the thing I hate about the CPS. Guys, CPS, don't. I can't say that on stream. Know your rights concerning the CPS. That's all I'm saying. Know your rights. They're not an exception. They need a warrant to enter your home, for example. They need it. They can't just do what they want. Anyway. My driver's ed class taught us to look at the horizon. Yes, always look at the horizon. You have to look up. If you want to be a halfway decent driver, look up. People don't look up. Look up. Look at the horizon. Do not look at the road. The road is not going to change. And if you look up towards the horizon, guess what you can also see? The road in front of you. That's not changing. Look at the horizon. You can see everything. Everything that's going to happen, everything that will happen, and everything that's currently happening or will happen. You can see it. It will decrease the chance of you ever getting a ticket or getting in a wreck dramatically. Dramatically. Even if you're speeding. And that's how you're able to speed. Is if you look up, you can see all the dangers and the potential issues around you. Just look up. I'm not encouraging anyone to speed. I want to put that out there for Twitch, just generally. I'm not encouraging anybody to speed. But what I'm saying is, look up. Because you can see everything. And then you can do things like, if you so chose to make that decision, to speed safely. What if the horizon has a tree in it? I feel like I want to give you a 10-minute timeout for that question. There's no stupid questions, and then Taylor says that, and then I then believe in stupid questions again. Watch where you're going correct, and you can't do that looking 20 feet in front of you, which a lot of people do. Look, you think I'm not like exaggerating. Most drivers, I'd say 80% of drivers do not look at the horizon. They look 20 to 30 feet in front of them. Chris, gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go faster, 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 faster. I just want to get where I'm going. I, like, I, like I'm in my car to get to where I'm going faster than I would walking. Okay, and one of the things that pisses me off. There's a couple of things that actually piss me off with people on the road. And okay, I'm on my soapbox. Get the fuck over it. The major biggest thing that pisses me off on the road is when someone is cruising in the left lane without any intention of turning. Oh, if I ever have road rage, that causes road rage. It will cause me road rage every fucking time. Because generally, like I said, I speed. Right? So if you're in the left lane, you're out of the fucking left. You do not belong there. If there is no one to the right of you, you are in the wrong. If there is someone coming behind you faster than you're going, you are in the wrong. If you are not actively passing in the left lane or about to turn, like doing a U-turn because you're going the wrong way because you're a fucking dumbass, you are in the wrong. The only reason you need to be in the left lane is to turn. That's coming up within like 1,000 feet or so, more, a little more, a little less, or if you're passing. It's the passing lane, people. Get the fuck out of the left lane. If you do want to cruise in the left lane for some freaking reason, make sure that there's no one to the right of you, and make sure that there's no one coming behind you wanting to pass. Because I will. That's the only time I will come up, and I will come up to the next car, and I will like ride their ass because they are in the wrong, and they are just being an asshole. Anyway, the second thing that pisses me off is when people decide to come to a complete stop for no reason to make a turn. So I'll be driving down the road, it'll be like a one lane, and then people decide that they want to come to a complete stop before making the right turn. Why? Why would you ever do that? If there's not a reason to stop, you do not need to stop to turn the car. Oh, yeah. Smith System key number 2, see the big picture. What's Smith System driving? What is that, Larry? That's a conversation for later. That must be a Chris thing. I love having a fast car and the agility. Oh, I love having a fast car too. My Audi is incredibly fast. I believe everyone should do Smith System training. They choose as the DMV before you take your test. Oh, I think the DMV test should be, and I'm not exaggerating here, about 10 times more difficult than they are. Driving is a privilege, not a right. And I think our DMV programs are failing us as a country. Vastly failing us as a country. Morning, Sarah. Good. How are you? Where have you been? You just taking a nap. My rearview mirror is up. It's not much of a stretch to keep looking up. What do you mean, Viking? Leave Taylor alone. I'm not. Do I drive? Oh yeah. Do I drive towards tree? No, you stay on the. What do you say? Okay, Bama. Leave Taylor alone. Taylor then responds with, do I drive towards tree? What were you saying, Bama? What were you saying? Good morning, Starshine. The sun says hello. Willy Wonka. Yay. Hey, Turtle, I'm going to distract you for a second. All right, Bama. Driving in the left lane is known as Ohio driving. I mean, fair, Larry. Oh, fair. You're pretty. Hey now. None of all of us driving the left lane, okay? It's mostly the elderly here. It's elderly too, but I'm not just blaming the elderly. I've had young people, and every time I see them doing it, I ride their ass for a few miles just to piss them off. Even like blinking my brights a few times. They don't get the hint. I then pass them, and as I'm passing, they're being called number one. Stand by what I said. It's up to you. It's up to you. I firmly believe Ohio driver training teaches the left lane is the proper. Yeah, I don't deal with left lane drivers. It pisses me off so much because I view it as one of the most selfish things you can do is to hang up the left lane. Because if you're gonna go at a slower pace, there's nothing wrong with that. There's on most roads, most highways, until you get on some freeways, there's no speed minimum on most highways. On some of the faster ones, like if you're going 75 or something like that, 70 is the speed limit, there will be a speed minimum for safety. But there's no speed minimum. So if you want to drive slower, I'm not saying don't. Use the other lanes for that. Stay out of the left lane. That's not your lane. That's the lane. The left lane is for passing. If you're wanting to cruise, go cruise. But let other people pass you if they want to go a little bit faster or they need to go faster. God forbid I had a family member in the hospital I'm trying to get to. There's so much situations in which driving the left lane slowly is horrible. And actually, according to a lot of research now being done, going overly slow on the road is actually more dangerous than speeding. Because at least when speeding, you're paying attention. If you're going overly slow, you're not paying attention, or you don't know the law. That's far more dangerous, and it causes road rage, aka me. I posted a new selfie in Discord. Ooh, I'll take a look at that after stream. I tend to stay in the lane I know will eventually be the turn. I'm still going faster if I'm in the right lane. I do this because in Florida, people don't want to let you into the lane that you need to be in when you need a turn. I can attest to that. I used to live in Florida. That's absolutely true. And if you slow down and try and turn the lane you need, and other suckers behind you won't slow down, then let them hit you. I'm more of like in my mindset now, it's very much malicious compliance. If they're gonna hit me, they're gonna hit me. Then they pay for me a new car. You said look and drive towards the horizon, but if a tree is instead of horizon, do you drive towards it? Bama, are you still holding down to what you were saying before? I mean, do you see what I'm seeing here, Bama, on Taylor right now? Hello, can confirm. No, I only use the left hand to travel at speeds that may or may not be legal. Correct. It's even if you're going faster, you in a 3-lane situation. Generally, you should stay in the right lane. Generally. However, I tend to stay in the middle lane. The reason for this being is the right lane I usually leave for people that are going to be making turns on exits. Generally, people will tend to slow down before they get into the other lane for the exit lane. Those lanes are also the most likely to turn into exit only lanes, which means I'm going to have to get in the middle lane anyway. So I tend to cruise in the middle lane for that reason. But if the people in the middle lane are going slower than I am, I go to the left lane. And I will usually stay in the left lane up until someone behind me is going faster than I am, or there's no other cars I'm actively passing. Then I will go back into the middle lane. But if I'm currently passing, or if there's no one behind me, I will stay in the left lane. But that's proper, because I'm passing, right? But if you're going slower, God forbid you're going slower than the people in the right lane, you are in the wrong, and I am automatically pissed off at you. I don't care who you are. They're not to point finger, but a lot of the foreigners here tend to use the left lane. But that might be true too because they're more used to driving in that because their left lane would be our right lane. They have to get used to the laws here. They have to know how to drive essentially here and not wherever they're from. But that's a learning point curve. But in order to drive here, you need to learn the laws. Learn the laws here. You should learn the laws of any country you visit, any other state you visit, Do an common sense. I drive in the left lane, but I go like 75 to 79. Highways are 65 in New York, but if someone is coming up behind me, I get over. That is absolutely correct. You can do that. It's important. Either you're passing or someone's coming up behind you. That's the only reason you need to be in the left lane. Otherwise, get out. Get out. Or you are going to be called by a bird by me. You are going to be called number one. That bird be flipping constantly. If any sort of anything causes me to have any sort of road rage in my mind, which I don't act upon, it's people in the left lane or people that stop completely before making a turn in the right lane. I'm trying to distract you. I told you I posted a new selfie and you completely skipped over. Why are you trying to distract me for, Bama? Now he doesn't appreciate you like I do. I look beautiful. What do you mean? What is happening right? Oh, Bama's trying to distract me from basically stating that of Taylor's common sense question she asked me earlier, but it wasn't working. Congrats, Bama. It didn't work. But to be fair, I'm also someone who changes lanes consistently to keep my speed up. But that's also fair. I mean, the left lane should be for if you need to go somewhere a bit faster than the track that's beside you, that's around you. That's it. It's not a cruising lane. It is for passing. Or if you need to make a left turn, like some roads offer a if there's not a an intersection coming up, some roads offer a place where you can turn around because you might have missed your turn like a fucking dumbass. So in that case, yeah, but still stay in the middle until about 1,000 feet before you're supposed to turn. That gives you more than enough time to get over and use that turn and turn around. But don't just cruise in the left lane for 10 miles knowing that you're going to need to turn around. Stay in the middle lane. Anyway, when I go to work and I know I'm going to stop at the racetrack, I stay in the right lane. But when I know I'm not going to stop and go to regular work, I stay in the left. But typically, go 5 to 10 miles per hour. I mean, that's fine, Viking, as long as no one's behind you or the right lane isn't moving faster than you. If you're like I said, if you're constantly passing people, you're fine. Stay where you're at. And if there's no one behind you that's catching up to you, that's fine. Stay where you're at. It's fine. JCat, the lights are not working right now. I don't know why my computer's breaking. Everything's broken right now. My audio is actually being routed through my music player right now, believe it or not. Just to get stream up was a nightmare today. So the lights aren't working. I don't know why. But a lot's breaking right now, and I have to get it fixed. But I have tomorrow off, so I'll fix all of it. It just, nothing's behaving itself right now. Turtle, I redeemed something. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. There's nothing that's been redeemed. I value safety over everything. Yeah, you didn't do anything. You didn't redeem anything. Oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah, hey, could we have a mod? Did someone catch Cheese Puff's redemption? Actually, Cheese Puff, no, we're not gonna honor that because of past stuff. We're not gonna honor that. Give him Cheese Puff his points back, please. I almost forgot. Yeah, Cheese Puff, don't do that. To redeem something, I value safety over everything. I will actively find a street light to make a left turn. What do you mean you will actively find a street light? What does that have to do with anything? Absolutely not. It's Y2K over again, but for your stream. What is even happening right now? What do you guys mean? I'm dying. That was bad. That was too much. That was too big of a one. Oh man, I'm dying. Uh, I'm so sorry, man. My face is all red now. Ooh, that was too much. Boy, I might need a minute. Man, I'm crying now. That was too much. I took a too. That was too big. That was too much. Ugh. Woo. Duh, I'm sorry. That was horrible. Man, I'm dying over here. Man, that was bad. I'm so sorry. That inhale was a little too much. I inhaled a little too much, and I'm dying a little bit inside right now. Oh boy. Oh, I am so sorry. That was embarrassing. Oh, I couldn't recover from that either. Take another drink. Oh, Bama, from your text, yes. Shit. What do you mean it's Y2K all over again? Oh yeah. Oh, regarding to all my shit failing, yeah. Oh, 100% it is. It was weird. Like when I brought up the stream, it seemed like everything from Elgato failed. I think it's an Elgato issue because everything from Elgato was failing. OBS wasn't even bringing up my mic. I had to route my mic from Wavelink, which is Elgato's XLR software. I had to reroute it from Wavelink to go to my music audio source. So right now, all my audio is being routed through my music, right? Which is fucking weird. But it worked. My camera, it was glitching out. If you guys look at the very beginning of my stream, it was like glitching out. Like it was like frames going like the horizontal frame going all out of whack and everything. It looked like glitch. And so I had to unplug it and plug it back in. My prompter is still not working. The Elgato lights right here aren't accepting Lumia stream commands. They're accepting direct commands. Like I can turn them off myself and on, and I can do different things like this. But it's not accepting commands from Lumia for some fucking reason. Like this, I mean, I can do this, but it's not accepting Lumia commands. So I don't know what the fuck is happening. So yes, Y2K for my stream right now. That's kind of cool. I might leave that one on for a minute. Maybe turn on the brightness a little bit. Maybe a little more. There we go. Yeah, let's just seizure everyone. I value safety over everything. I will actively find a street light to make love. What is your street? Okay, maybe that's why I'm confused at Viking. What's the street light have to do with it? Because essentially, like if you're in town, the street lights are everywhere. So what does that? What does the street light have to do with making a left turn? Like especially with modern headlights, I mean they can go wide angle. Um, where did I put my glasses? I'm like trying to grab my glasses that aren't there. So that's what I'm kind of confused about because I've never used street lights as a basis on that. My headlights have always been good enough. It's Y2K overtaken for your stream. Sir, that's not allowed on stream. No unaliving yourself on stream or in Discord. Yeah, I took a little bit too much of a yeah, I went into my lungs a little too much there. I think I saw your soul leave your body. It might have. I don't like crossing an oncoming lane. Oh, so you're like referring to like at nighttime, um, if there's like a street light on there. No, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. But cars are coming towards you and you going towards them. You can both see each other. So as long as there's no hill and you don't see active headlights, you're good to go. I've never actually used a street light as the basis for if I wanted to make a left turn or not. I've always just made it if I needed to make it because I mean the oncoming traffic would see my headlights just in case, and because I look towards the horizon, not to the trees in the horizon, because I look towards the horizon, I can see if there's any cars coming up way before they approach me. So I mean that's what it is on my end at least. I meant traffic light. Oh, you said street light, sir. How does everyone feel about Oreos? I would never eat Oreos. What are you talking about? I would I would never in my life ever eat an Oreo. Ever. Never ever would I ever eat an Oreo. Damn. Well, Taylor, trees are pretty, but are they pretty when they're painted by, you know, you? Well, I have to ask. Hey there, no, I love you, and it was a redeem. My favorites are golden Oreos. Is that like a golden shower but Oreo edition? Depends on the Oreo. I like the. Sorry, I was just thinking about something that was really bad. That was really bad. I'm sorry, Sandman. I'm sorry. I don't know why it came out. That was really, really bad. Depends on the Oreo. I like the chocolate ones and the mint ones. Mint Oreos are absolutely delicious. I like mint Oreos. Golden showers. Oh Jesus. Oh my goodness. Oh, mint Oreos, mint and chocolate is like one of the best things. I have mint chocolate ice cream. I'm currently having. Man, I might need to actually go blow my nose. Give me just a minute, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go blow my nose because I'm like right now. It's not not hit there. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, put me in here. What you breaking in for? Okay, you can stay in here for a few. Okay. All right, you can stay in here for a few. Guest star Annika. Okay, sorry about that. Depends on the Oreo. I like the chocolate ones and the mint ones. Yeah, mint. I love mint chocolate. Like mint and chocolate. Oh, it's so good. No worries here. Just don't tell R. Kelly. Oh no. You reminded me that I also have mint ice cream. Yeah, I have mint ice cream in the. Oh my god, it's so delicious. I had a craving for ice cream yesterday, like a major craving for ice cream yesterday. So I actually made a separate trip to the store to go get them. It's fantastic. I love ice cream so much. Just don't tell Taylor because she's gonna see an ice cream like tree and then she'll, you know, decide to add in strawberry looking flavoring to the tree with her car. Yeah. Not good, Taylor. Not good. So Taylor, you tell me. You tell me. I'm gonna let you answer this one, Taylor. You tell me. What if there is a pretty tree in the horizon? What do you do? Let's see how well Taylor knows how to drive. Let's see how well she has memorized that DMV handbook or BMV, wherever the fuck you're from. Help, help, help! I went to turn on my overhead light and I fell down. Can't face the world sober and dopeless. You've lost what the fuck is that? You think your life who the fuck banned Taylor? Well, let me just say who the hell banned Taylor? Wait, what? You're a loser, baby. It was an oops. Get her back. Baby, you're a fucked up little whiny bitch. Where is my stream right now? Taylor, it wasn't even me that one. I was actually asking you a proper question on what you would actually do, and then over here, okay, who oopsied it? Who oopsied it? Did you oopsie it? I'm just messing. It was an oopsie, Taylor. It was an oopsie. So I think you just had your time reset as far as how long you've been watching me for. No, doesn't matter. It was an accident. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, Bama. That's fair. That's completely fair. I forgive the oopsie. No. Okay, so Taylor, you tell me. What happens if there is a tree on the horizon? A pretty tree. What do you do? Oh, you got lucky. You got lucky. It kept. It kept. I tried to untime her out and I clicked the wrong button. Oh no! Sarah, so you're fine. I know you're not feeling right, very good right now. It's fine. It's okay. Besides, it's only Taylor. I mean, it happens. Oh, thank God. I wasn't gonna tell him you love. Yeah, Babylon was all about protecting you. I'm like, maybe there was something I seen in the, I missed in the background that was going on, so it's all good. I would park on the side of the road and take nice pictures and continue on with my day. Then why'd you ask? I love you. I'll tell on myself. No, you're fine, Sarah. I've actually done the exact same thing before. Actually, I think I did that to Taylor. To be honest with you. We need to stop picking on Taylor. She's not that bad. Damn it. Why does Taylor keep getting the raw end of this stick? Oh no. Accidents happen, my love. Aww. Now, kiss. Because I love messing with you. Exactly, and all of a sudden you end up just getting banned from my stream randomly. I didn't even know you were timed out, actually. Oh goodness. And we're even listening to Hamilton right now. Tragic. Did I just call him my drink? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh man. I need to recover now for a second, guys. I am between that hit I took of that.
Consequences of my actions chasing me right now. I don't want no consequence.
Mike, only with a follow. Thank you so much, buddy.
Someone take this consequence.
Appreciate you being in here. How are you?
Consequences chasing me right now. Jesus is the consequence. Jesus is the consequence chasing me right now.
Yeah, it is. Actually, the one isn't. The subscriber one, I don't think is still. I still have a ticket open with Lumia. Fucking tragic. But I'm Mike Only. Thank you so much for the follow, buddy. I appreciate you. Hamilton is fantastic. We're listening to the whole like fucking album right now. Hamilton is one of like I don't even like those like movies and stuff that are that are basically plays. I like Hamilton. I like it a lot, man. I wish it was a sequel. The guy who made that fantastic fucking play. At least it's showing up on that screen. It is. It is. It's the Elgato stuff that seems to be broken right now. I mean, that's the only commonality. It was my mic. It was the camera. It's those lights. They're Elgato seems to be like broken right now. Monica, what you doing? You're very pretty. You can't be warm right now. I have an AC on right there. When she wants, I'll let you out. At least it's showing up on that screen. Doing good, just working like always. Well, welcome in, welcome in. I'm Turtle. I don't know how long you've been watching or lurking or whatnot, but I'm Turtle, a variety streamer, waiting on my processor from Intel to come in. I do mostly just chatting, but occasionally we do some games or Legos or picking on Doll and Taylor. A sequel? How would they do that? Hamilton died. Call it Lincoln or something. I don't know. They're not just restricted to that time zone, right? I just want that guy to take another era of history that he really likes and to do a sequel. I mean, our government has some wild stories to it. Some a lot better than Hamilton. And if we got that guy that did Hamilton to do the rest of like some others, yes. So I didn't mean like a direct sequel, but like a different part of history, I guess. And yes, Hamilton died. He was shot by Burr. And that's not a spoil. They literally say that in the beginning of the fucking play. Run while you can. Fuck you, Turtle. What do you mean? Time zone? I'm on Eastern. I've been watching since you started choking. I've been watching since you started choking. Had to watch a little to make sure there was no puppy nipples on stream. Well, there is kind of. I mean, she's sitting right here. And if she moves a little bit, I'm sure you'd be able to see a nipple or something. Yeah, we're talking about your nipples. You have a ton of them. Yeah, even an 11th one that if you push it, it does something weird, isn't it? Yeah, it's very good. You have a lot of nipples. That means you're going to have a lot of puppies. Uh-oh. Maginonica puppies, yeah. She's a good girl. You can kind of see her ears, like right here. She has good ears. I'm the damn fool that shot him. Exactly. It's at the very beginning. And if you know any sort of history, you know Burr shot Hamilton. It was in a duel. Yeah, different. Okay, zone being used as a unit of measurement can kind of be used in this sense, I think. But yes, error. I mean error. I've been messing with my friends by saying random phrases every now and then, like pickle farts in a jar. Why did I sing that? I guess because I'm listening to Hamilton. They all just say, "What the hell did you just say?" I do that all the time. It is fantastic, especially here. I saw Hamilton live on Broadway. It was meh. Have you seen the one on Amazon right now? The movie of the play. Actually own. I own the full on. This is the CD. This is all the songs from Hamilton. I own the CD ones. Um, have you seen the one by like this one? The one that Amazon has on their streaming platform? Amazon, what is it called? What's Amazon's streaming platform actually called? Different different time frame. Time frame also works. Different time era, time frame. But yes, you're correct, Mike. You leave Annika Nips alone, sir. What? Hey, I'm not touching them right now. There used to be a mail commercial. It was how I learned about the Hamilton bird duel. See, I had no idea. Like, actually, the way I found out about this was TikTok. For some reason, one of the videos basically of the TikToker, they sped up the song just a little bit, but essentially all the TikTok was this girl and her friend singing along to the "Do what you do," Mr. Hamilton, Mr. Burr, sir. And then they started talking about Hamilton trying to get Burr to start defending the U.S. Constitution and putting its legal efforts in. It was that song, and I'm like, this is a really fucking good song. And then another one showed up with another fire song. I'm like, what is this? And I looked into it. I'm like, what the fuck is Hamilton? And it kept showing up for some reason. Because once TikTok thinks you have an interest in something, it shows you a ton more videos about that all of a sudden. And so I looked into it. I'm like, well, this is a play. Maybe it'll be good. And so I watched it. And at first I'm just like, oh, it's a play. And then I'm like, this is a fucking good play. And ever since that, I bought the full on album from him and everything. I love that. I have it on my Plex server and everything. Is it on Amazon or Disney? It's on Amazon. I can tell you exactly if it's on any other platform. If you give me a second. One thing cool about Plex is you can see where to watch everything at. Give away my. This is one of my favorite songs. Young, sloppy, and hungry, and I'm not gonna throw my shot. All right, Hamilton. More ways to watch. Oh, my bad. I was completely wrong. I'm sorry. I thought it was on Amazon. No, it's only available as a Disney Plus subscription. It is Disney Plus. I'm sorry. I lied. It's Disney Plus. It's on Disney, you bitch. Thanks, Taylor. I just looked. For some reason I thought it was Amazon. But no, it's on Disney Plus. Man, they need to make another one. Prime Video, Prime Video. Oh yeah, that's what's called Prime. Okay, I got you. So your first foray into Hamilton was nonstop. That's a good one. What do you mean nonstop? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? The Book of Mormon, Broadway was amazing too. I heard that was pretty good. Wasn't it put out initially by the same people who made wasn't it wasn't it like the same people basically made South Park? I also sent you a screenshot to prove your bitch ass wrong. I'm looking at it on Plex. It says watch from these locations, and it has my server and Disney Plus. I understand. I was wrong. I'm sorry. The song you quoted was nonstop. We went to Bird to defend the Constitution. Yeah. Yep, that's a very good song. There's so many fire songs on this too. Let me look open up Hamilton as far as the library here real quick. There are so many good songs on that. All of them are like fire. And they all pretty much are written by the same guy. The guy who wrote it. Mr. Lin Manuel Miranda. Yeah, that guy. The guy who wrote the entire play also wrote all the music. He fucking fantastic. This guy was a genius. I'm a huge Lin Manuel Miranda fan now. I literally marking on my calendar that you admitted that you were wrong. I do that frequently. It's just usually I'm not wrong. I learned about That's what you pay loves you. I learned about Hamilton from Helsing a Bridge, from which Team Four Star spoofed the song and did a great job with it. It was called Alexander. I don't not say that because I'm used to Alexander Hamilton. Alexander Anderson. I might have to watch that Viking. Lin Manuel Miranda. Yes, yes, yes. He also wrote the music for No, no, he didn't. You're lying to me. You're lying sack of something or another. Hold on. Who who wrote the music for Moana? You're not wrong. Lin Manuel Miranda, along with co-writers Mark Mencina, who I've actually heard of. I've heard of Mark Mencina and Opatala Fo'i, which I think is I think Opatia as a native Hawaiian because Moana was in Hawaii essentially. Wrote the music for Disney's animated film Moana. Are they getting the manual back for Moana too? Hold on. Is oops is coming back for Moana 2. Oh no! Lin Manuel Miranda has not returned to write music for Moana 2. The music for the sequel will be penned by musicians Balo and Bear, who are the youngest people to ever write music for a Disney film. Why would you do that? Disney should be. Why is Disney fucking up? Disney should be thankful to have him, Lin Manuel Miranda. Oh no! The guy who wrote Hamilton audited Encanto. I didn't like Encanto. How did you like Encanto? I didn't really like Encanto that much. I thought the music for Encanto was fantastic. Um, but I didn't like the story for Encanto that much. To be honest with you. Oh, Pattaya, I got you. If you've seen Moana, you can hear him. We know the way. I'm gonna have to watch Moana. I mean, you can't. You don't have to pull my arm to get me to watch Moana. Moana's fantastic. It was okay. Controversial take here. Moana was the best Disney film that Disney has put out as far as the animated films in 10 years. Easy. Moana was fan fucking. It beat like fuck Frozen. Frozen was. I didn't like Frozen that much either. It was okay, but compared to Moana, Frozen just belonged in the B series category. Moana was fantastic, amazing music, amazing visuals, creative and amazing stories, a original fucking story to tell. There was nothing wrong with Moana. Great voice actors, cultural appreciation of the Hawaiian culture. It had all of it. And it was fantastic. It was a fantastic fucking movie. There was nothing wrong with it. Frozen was just, in my opinion, just kind of not good. It's Moana is one of my favorite Disney movies by far. The song itself can be found on YouTube if you want to go straight to it, but I would still recommend watching the show for. If you want to send me to it over Discord, Viking, I'd appreciate it because I'm most likely gonna forget. I have a lot of family trauma similar to that in Kanto, and it helped me and hit me deeply. Oh, I got you. No, that makes sense. Moana was actually very. That's one thing I can say about it. I think the story itself is a little bit. They Encanto felt like they were trying to like go away from what you would expect a little too much. As an example, like you expect certain stories to go in certain ways. I think they were trying to do something different too much, and it didn't really match up with it. In my opinion, it's weird to describe why I didn't like it. Hydrate, I got you. I can't really describe it that well, but I I thought the music was really good, but um, he starts singing right after the Polynesian part is over, and it goes to English. Wait, which song did you say he sung? And we know the way. We know the way. I need to remind myself of this song. Hold on. Oh yeah, wasn't this? Yeah, this was the song that was played when Moana was have went to the found the boats, found the wayfaring boats, and they were singing "We Know the Way" as she's having kind of a flashback to her ancestries. Um, Me too, the little sister especially. I had let I had to let go. So you just let it go? You just let it go? I definitely related to Maribel because my brothers are super successful, and I guess maybe I just didn't relate to it as much as a lot of people did. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm, and like I said, actually to the contrary, I thought the music was fucking fantastic. I actually have some of the music in my Apple library. I even have a metal version of the one where the bigger sister is singing about having the weight on her shoulders. I have a metal version of that one. I did like the music, but the story was like, your story is your own. You are the only one who can live your life. Their story is not yours. Fun fact: I can actually see the Polynesian part too. I've always kind of wanted to learn Polynesia, but unless you're in Hawaii, it's a dead language. Unfortunately, it's similar to Latin, but it's only spoken in Hawaii, and it's only spoken halfway in Hawaii, because most of them are now just native English speakers. Oh, do you want out? He's honking. Hold on. There you go. Sorry, I had to let the dog out of the room. I need to see the middle of Surface. Yeah. Hold on. I will play it for you guys. It's actually on Apple Music. Under pressure or surface pressure. Yeah, it's surface pressure. Surface pressure. Okay. I think I need to find in my own song. So on surface. Yeah. Here you go. Here's the metal version of surface pressure. I'll even turn it up a little bit. Oh, you guys can't even hear it, can you? Okay. Apparently my music's no longer working because all my Elgato stuff's breaking. Apparently I've been the only one sitting here listening to music. Neat. So look up, hey Bama, here's what you look up. Look up Surface Pressure by Our Last Night.
Look, here comes a consequence,
It's very
consequence,
good.
consequence, consequences of my
Larry, you're an
actions
asshole,
chasing me
sir.
right
I
now.
just want to let you know
I don't
that.
want no consequence, consequence, consequence. I don't want no consequences chasing me right now. Someone take this consequence, consequence, consequence. Someone take this consequence and chasing me right now. Jesus is the consequence, consequence, consequence. Jesus is the consequence chasing me right now.
Anyway. On YouTube. Yeah, it's very, very, very good. It's on Apple Music and everything. I'm assuming Spotify. Our one brother is retired Coast Guard, now director of operations for a pallet manufacturing company, and my older brother has a master's in electrical engineering and a bachelor's in nuclear engineering, and they both are incredibly well off. While I'm barely scraping by, living with my parents, and being compared to them constantly. Lucky I now have an amazing relationship with my brothers. Oh, that's fantastic. I mean, it goes both ways, though, Taylor, on this. I mean, a director of operations at a pallet manufacturing company, and the other brother has a master's in electrical engineering and a bachelor's in engineering. That shit's earned. Now, should you be compared to them? Hell no. But you should also, I mean, their successors should also be acknowledged too, in my opinion. Now, I'm not part of your family. Take my opinion with a grain of salt, but that's stuff they've earned. But that doesn't diminish your value as a human. You shouldn't compare yourself with them, nor should you be compared to them. Okay, you're barely scraping by, but you're trying. You're doing your own career, your own way. Don't compare yourself to them. Our last night is a fantastic band. Yeah. Yeah, I found that. I'm like, that's a good fucking song. So if you guys look that up, Surface Pressure by Our Last Night, the fantastic. Pressure like a chip, 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 and I'll never stop. Anyway, I know I'm the only one that can hear the music right now because it's all fucking tragic. Everything's broken. Well, that's not broke. That's not broke. That's not Elgato. That's Lumia Stream. Everything Elgato seems to be broken right now, including my audio stuff. So, like, Larry, just to give you an example, I don't know if you were in here where I said this. My audio, my mic audio, is being routed through my source for my music. And so if I sound like trash today, that's probably why. Or it's my voice, which is pretty normal. They remind me of the Peter Seville of Sleeping with Sirens. I've never heard of either of those. No. Right. No mistakes. My parents have learned more about my disabilities and have a better understanding, and our relationship as a family has never been better. I'm so proud of my brothers and the men that they have become, and my oldest brother gave me an amazingly adorable nephew that I love more than anything. Exactly. And Taylor, don't let anyone diminish your humanity, you know. Everyone has their own life. You shouldn't compare yourself to anybody else. Should you acknowledge as family their successes? Yes. What they've done, that's hard shit to do. But should you feel bad because you might not have a master's degree, or you decided to take a different life choice, or you're prevented from taking certain choices? No, because you're a human being. You're you, and nothing should take away from that. Look up King for a Day. I don't want to do it right now because apparently no one can hear my music. Let me just double check again real quick. Yeah, the music's not even coming through. And OBS had a big ass update. I don't know if that's good or not, if that's affecting anything either. That's why I said their story isn't yours. Write yours however you want. That makes you happy. Success isn't measured in money. Correct. That's absolutely correct. King for a Day by Green Day. I love that song. No, by Pierce Seville featuring Kaylin Quinn. Kaylin Quinn, that name sounds familiar, but I think I just might have heard it in passing. Except for just the name sounding familiar, I'm not familiar with them at all. I posted it in general subs. Okay. But we can't really do music right now. I'm having audio issues, so I apologize for that. I would have music up. I've been listening to music. It's been fantastic. I thought you guys were too, but apparently that's no longer working. So I'm gonna have to take some time tomorrow to fix it because I have tomorrow off. I do have to head over to Salem tomorrow to get my. They're trying to charge me medical stuff, even though I have the VA insurance. It's dumb. I'm an emo kid at heart. Or you're really bad. Did you actually have an emo phase? Because if you did, I really, really, really want to see pictures. I've never not been proud of them, but my parents always have said, why couldn't I have reached the same heights as them or other things? During my layoff, though, my parents were incredibly supportive and helped me so much. Well, I mean, that's the kind of a double-edged sword, though, too, because your brothers have different interests, and I don't care what anybody says. There is a difference when it comes to the genders as far as interests and hobbies and careers that people would like to take. And plus, you're also just a different person. What makes them happy in these highfalutin careers may not make you happy. Or you may have a valid reason or excuse. You shouldn't be compared to them. Do what you want, do what makes you happy, do your career of choice. Let you be you, you know? Not on the outside. Aw, tragic. I would have loved to see Emo Bama. What animal breathes that? Ooh! I just spilled my soda or my booze on my keyboard. Why do I spill something every like 2 weeks? This guy can't have nice things. Wait, a turtle doesn't breathe out of its butt? The fuck? No, it doesn't. You're full of shit, Leisha. It does not. And welcome in, Leisha, by the way, but you're full of shit. There's no way. There's no way. I can't count the amount of times I've seen them at at Warp Tour. Oh goodness. It was just a phase, Mom. As it always ends up being a phase. Well, 9 times out of 10. I mean, you can still enjoy the music. Like, you know, I think emo within itself is a bit of a phase. But I think that certain parts of it don't necessarily have to be, right? So, like, still listen to songs like the emo anthem of Black Parade or whatever like that. But people are gonna look at you weird if you dress in like all black and still have an emo phase going on, going into your late 20s, early 30s. Moms take their kids and they make sure that they're in between you and their kids so you don't harm the kids. It's stuff like that. I saw Black Veil Brides and Pierce the Veil at Warped Tour. I still listen to VVV. I mean, that's no problem. I mean, music like that type of music is still fairly popular. But that doesn't necessarily make you emo. Listen to that kind of music. I'm talking more emo, like you still dress in the all black and believe a lot of stuff that the emos believe. It's a little not. It's not the best thing to do as an adult. I won't take you seriously. Like if someone came in dressed in like full emo and I was hiring for a job, I would pretend to be okay with them at first, and then I would be like, I'd throw their resume away. Whether it's legal or not, they would never know. I just had a more qualified candidate. It's perceptions. Perceptions add a lot to it, and I would like the perception of my company to not be associated with that kind of stuff. Man, I'm gonna have to do a full cleaning on this keyboard actually. Gotta get a little grody. I haven't cleaned it yet this month. Was it a phase for you though, Sarah? Many turtles do breathe out of their butt. It allows them to keep their heads safe when frozen ponds for hibernation. But not this turtle. Not this turtle. This turtle breathes out of his nose and through his mouth. I don't even think my turtle breathes out of his butt. I have a pink belly side neck turtle. Not sure where he's at right now. He's probably napping somewhere. I don't think he breathes out of his butt. He always seems to breathe out of his mouth when he needs air. I've taken a lot of therapy to learn I'm not them and have my own accomplishments and my own victories. Correct. Um, and my own victories. And my brothers resent my parents for a while because of them comparing us. But we really are an amazing place as a family for the first time since we've been kids. Well, that's fucking fantastic. I sent you a picture on Discord, Turtle. Oh, no. Turtles aren't the only butt breathers in the animal kingdom. It's fairly common among reptiles and amphibians, according to McGill University. Other well-known butt breathers include frogs and salamanders. Oh my goodness! Did you guys know that? Oh, what do you call them?
Seems fucking hopeless.
We have a ban. Why did you get banned?
As a dive bar bathroom stall.
What happened?
Can't face the world sober and dopeless. You've lost your way. You think your life is wrecked.
In your opinion, who should be the next
hero?
So I'm gonna tell you about that later, Bam. I'm not sure why that action was taken. Anyway, it's fine. Oh, I need to go back up. Yeah, butt breathers. Yeah, it's fantastic. Okay. Did you know axolotls are salamanders? If they're allowed to grow like fully, they become salamanders. I sent you pictures. I'm a hairdresser. I always wear all black. I still wear my skinny jeans. I only wear skinny jeans. It gets so fair. It can also be used like a fish's gills, taking oxygen from water. That's insane. Did you know birds have hollow bones except certain breeds like pelicans that need dense bones for diving for fish? I know. Yeah, I knew they had hollow bones, but I didn't know there were birds that didn't have it though. I never wore skinny jeans. That was just okay. I'll talk to you about it a little bit later. Would you rather raise Pac-Man or Mario? Raise? Okay, so Pac-Man has to be like this big because he'd be eating pills that are like a tenth of his size. So yeah, I'd probably raise Pac-Man. Pac-Man be slow as shit. It wasn't me. Hi, Crispy Turtle. You're the coolest dad. I'm not a dad, though. What do you mean? I may be a turtle dad, though. Only been banned once. Didn't know it was a family-friendly stream. My old name was Mike Oxynormus. Mike Oxynormus. That's fucking fantastic. I've been banned before. I've been banned in quite a few streams before. I mean, a lot of people. The problem is a lot of people don't get my humor. So there have been a lot of cases in which they just don't quite understand my humor because I have a unique. I've kind of a unique sense of humor, right? I half the shit I say it's pretty unique. It's like turtle why? I mean, just take a look at the fucking stream title. Jesus. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back, Baby Shark. You'll fit just fine here. Yeah, you will, buddy. You will. I think it comes from JD's crew because just the other night I jumped into JD's stream. After, I think it was after I was done streaming, and I started talking about Taylor. Thank you for the subby. Sorry that photo's still not showing. That wasn't even the right photo, right song. Something's going on with it. We'll have to figure that one out. Yeah, Mike was in. Yeah, that was about. I just went in and completely upended his stream about talking about Annika nipples. Hanukkah being my dog. You guys are not aware. Oh, Taylor gave a 1 month subby to Mike. I appreciate you, Taylor. Thank you. Yes, Mike was in JD's stream. Yeah, that's why he came in first, like nipples. Thank you, so generous to give for someone who likes to bully you. Aww, you guys are so nice. I love it here. Should I have a little bit more wine or go to tea? How close you are to going to bed? Usually you go to bed here pretty soon, right? If you're gonna go to bed soon, I'd go with tea. But if you're gonna still stay up for a little bit, you can have more wine. Leisha's just like more wine, more wine. Look, Leisha, I know you're from New Zealand over here, but it's getting late over here. It's not in the middle of the morning where you can just drink wine willy nilly. I burn him way more often. I burn you. I mean, this was okay. This is like a conversation me and Taylor have been having over text. It's like, cause for some reason Taylor occasionally texts me and I occasionally text her back. And she said, "Bro, I'm turning 30 in less than a month." And I'm like, "Welcome to the middle age club." She's like, "No, thank you." I'm like, "Yes, accept it. It's part of you now." I like this short story, and the short story was erotic literature for premature ejaculators. Chapter 1. She looked at him. The end. And she gives me dots, and I'm like, "Yes." And she calls me a bitch. It gets bad. Some of the conversations between Taylor and I. And then I randomly texted her on Sunday. I said, "Ramen is just anime spaghetti." And she's like, "Take that back." I'm like, "No thanks, I want regular spaghetti." She's like, "Fuck you." I'm like, "You wish." And she's like, "Oh, please, you'd come before we even got started." And then I said, "With you, it probably wouldn't even work." And she's like, "That took you 3 hours to think of." I'm like, "Yep, I know that was super fast compared to what you're used to." And I was being a productive member of society. And then she's like, "Oh, so you finally know what grads feels like?" I'm like, "Now is napping." And then she was like, gives me the dots, and I was like, I was still getting more action and sleep than you. So yeah, we tend to burn each other quite a bit. It's a fucking fantastic. Wine it is. That was the right song, you silly turtle. Was it? Oh, the light isn't working right now, but I can turn on blue for you if you want. But the light, Elgato is broken. Elgato is almost completely broken right now. I don't know why. All my Elgato products have died. I don't know why, including my mic. I'm routing my mic through my music software. I wonder how quickly I would be kicked out of a vegan restaurant if I walked in, seated myself, and started eating a hot dog or a steak. No, I'm not making fun of being vegan. I just experience. Yeah, you'd be kicked out pretty quick, especially if it's a vegan restaurant. And plus, you're not allowed to bring your own food into restaurants. You're typing well still. More wine, Taylor. 30 is not middle. It's kind of middle age, man. It is. You're not young anymore. You're not young. 30 is middle age. 30 through, I'd say 50 is middle age, and then 60s, you're starting to get a little older. And then 70s, you're old. It's just the way it is. You're not wrong, though. It kind of is anime spaghetti. It's 100% anime spaghetti. I know I'm not wrong, and yeah, I'm just saying. Spaghetti's delicious, dude. You're a Kiwi? I have a friend in Kokoroa. Yeah, she is. I don't know if Kiwi is a derogatory term or not, so I didn't want to necessarily call her Kiwi myself. I send hello regularly for all the times I've heard him. I don't. Anyway, I legit roasted you for an entire fucking stream. Yes, because you were in a mood and I allowed it. It was like the roast of Crispy Turtle. It's fantastic. So is Artemis. Yes, Artemis and Leisha are both from New Zealand. Ramen has broth, not sauce. Ramen has broth, not sauce. It's more of a soup. You can have spaghetti soup. Gee, that kind of sounds disgusting. I take that back. I take that back. Don't have spaghetti soup. That just sounds really, really, really bad. It is mostly broth. The ramen is the noodle. So spaghetti is technically ramen? If you were to have spaghetti, okay, hold on. I'm gonna kind of. So if you were to have spaghetti in Japan, would you say you wanted like a tomato ramen? How would that work? And I want Taylor and Bama on this one because I generally don't know. How would that work if you ordered spaghetti in Japan? Would it be known as a ramen, or is it a separate dish to them? No, spaghetti is a specific pasta. Ramen is a specific pasta, like linguine or lasagna. So, yeah, that makes sense. But what if you were to use ramen, the ramen noodle, but with like a spaghetti sauce? There is a tomato-based ramen broth. I can piss off Taylor so much in just matter of sentences. If I take on anything Japan or anime, Taylor's gonna freak the fuck out. When is the next stream? It's gonna be on Thursday, though it may be tomorrow if the processor comes in. If the processor comes in, I want my computer back. So we're gonna be doing a Technomancer stream in which I bring my computer back from the dead. Most likely, though, the processor will be arriving on Wednesday, or not Wednesday, but Thursday, which is normal stream anyway. I want the. Let me see if they've emailed me. They might have. Hold on, I haven't emailed to. Nope. So they haven't emailed me back. With the tracking number. So, but they've obviously been busy though over at Intel because they're fucking everyone's processors up right now. It's still ramen. It's just not ramen soup. Okay, so you can have spaghetti ramen. According to what you guys are saying, we 100% can have spaghetti ramen. We take the ramen as the noodles, and then we put like spaghetti sauce over it, put it on a plate, and give it to someone. It would be a ramen spaghetti, yes? Not fucking soup sauce. Fuck my last brain cell, so angry it's not working. Fuck my last brain cell. It's so angry it's not working. Oh no. And there is a ramen noodle and a ramen dish. The dish has broth. No. Spaghetti is spaghetti. Ramen is ramen. Right. Okay, but you're not okay. You're not answering my actual question though. If you were to take ramen, as in the noodles, the ramen noodles, and then put it on a plate, and then put spaghetti sauce all over it, like you would spaghetti, like with the red Italian sauce, would that then be spaghetti ramen? Do you think it will happen again because of Intel still having no fix? They have a fix. It's coming out in August. There's two fixes. There's two actual separate issues going on for everyone that's not aware of Intel right now. There's two separate issues going on. One is the one I had assumed more or less was my problem. The latch on the motherboards are not holding down the CPUs properly. So Intel basically tells the motherboard companies what type of latch to use, which they use. But the latches, because they have like a new contact on them, aren't being held in all the way properly. They're not being snug. It's causing issues. The second issue is that the processors aren't allowing the motherboard to regulate its power properly, which is causing itself a lot of issues. So there's two separate issues going out. The latch issue will just have to be replaced with a new latch. But the processor issue, supposedly they can fix it with a BIOS update. So anyone with a 13th or 14th gen CPU, please keep an eye out for a new BIOS update, because that you're at risk until that happens. I'm having an aneurysm. I'm surprised you knew how to spell aneurysm. If you put pasta sauce in ramen, you just have ramen with pasta sauce. But it's ramen spaghetti. What the American term for spaghetti, everyone knows. They don't just think of the noodle. They think of the red Italian sauce on top of the noodle. That's what Americans deem to be spaghetti. Are we wrong? Yes, we are wrong. But in that case, you would have spaghetti ramen. 100%. Ooh, this is a remix of Ooh, Shape of You by Fame on Fire. This is kind of fire. I know you guys can't hear it. Tragic. Oh, look, there goes my whistle. Fucking tragic, Taylor. See, there's a reason I stick to AMD. I'm not a fan of AMD. I'm just not. I'm just not a fan of AMD. When they start coming out with ARM processors, I will be incredibly interested in moving away from Intel. I think Intel, in my opinion, I think Intel's become comfortable in their position as the top CPU maker. But with certain things that AMD is doing, and with ARM on its way, I think Intel is going to be in trouble if they don't start coming up with some cool shit here pretty soon. A question for everyone: who are your favorite top 3 comedians? Mine are Bill Burr, Sickler, and Fluffy. I don't think I have a top 3 on comedians. I'd have to think about that. That's a good question. I'd have to think about that one. No, you can't change the type of pasta because of the sauce. No. But in America, when you order spaghetti, you know exactly what you're getting. You're getting spaghetti noodles with spaghetti Italian red sauce. It's spaghetti sauce. Edit Ryan Sickler. It's not my fault the rest of Americans are uncultured. It can be. Oh, and Rodney Carrington is honorable. I love Rodney Carrington. Rodney Carrington's hilarious. AMD, I've never had a problem like Intel have, but they're also... I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, but it's a subpar processor. It just doesn't have the support that Intel does. And that's my issue right now with ARM. But Windows, to their credit, are trying to move towards ARM. Our ARM is just a better processor. Apple's known this for a while now. That's why Apple moved away from Intel to ARM. And since I'm now using specifically ARM processors on every Apple thing I have, and it's a fantastic fucking processor. Zero issues with the processor portion of it. And it runs so much smoother than anything Intel or AMD has had. Now, I will give AMD credit. Their Threadripper processors, chef's kiss. They're just way too expensive. Hey, Crispy, you remind me of Chester from Linkin Park when it comes to talking and singing. I don't really sing. I'm bad at singing. If I do sing, it's really bad. You can ask Taylor. She'll tell you. Taylor, you made me switch to whiskey. Oh, so I made you switch to the good alcohol. I see how it is. See, you're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome for making you an alcoholic? Anyway, 2025 for AMD's ARM processors. Oh, AMD's actually coming out with an ARM processor themselves. I might have to give them a look then. I don't want to go with Gen 1 or Gen 2, though, because Gen 1 and Gen 2, they're just going to be trying to figure shit out. Their Gen 1 and Gen 2 processors are most likely going to be horrible. But Gen 3, I will be taking a serious look at their processors. About how awesome I sing, Taylor. Now I'm gonna take another one of this, but I'm not gonna suck too much. I can only suck so much, and before I ended up hurting myself. Much better. Okay. AMD, have you seen the AMD Zen 5? No, I don't really pay attention to AMD. Vomits in response. Aw, thanks, Taylor. I appreciate you. No, I have not seen the AMD Zen 5. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to AMD. again, I'm on that war. I know a lot of people like AMD, and you're free to like it and be wrong in your likeness. But in my opinion, which is the correct one, Intel just has a better processor because they have a lot more support for the processor. Um, the NVIDIA support's just much better. The Windows support is much better. The component support is much better than AMD's processors. So I'm sticking to Intel until there's a an ARM maker that comes in and just does some amazing shit. Then I will switch over to ARM. But for right now, I'm gonna stick with Intel. They're fucking up right now with their customer service, and they're fucking up right now with the breakage of their processors. It took them forever to figure it out. Their two issues. But on that, I mean, I've had zero. I've grown up with Intel. I've always used Intel. Intel has always been stable for me for the most part. Um, the Zen 5 has AI. I don't give a fuck about AI. I really just don't. I'm sorry. Like, until, like, I played around with ChatGPT enough that I'm just like, okay, well, this still kind of sucks. I don't care. Like, I think it's being pushed way too much right now. And all AI seems to be right now, it doesn't even seem to be true AI. It's not a thinking engine for the most part. Most of the well-known AIs, like ChatGPT, it's not a thinking. It's not a thinking engine. It's basically a pattern recognition software, and then it makes results based on patterns, words, and research from the internet. That's all it is. It's not. It's an information. It it's a pattern recognizer. I'm not seeing the difference. I'm not seeing actual AI in AI yet. So when I say I don't really care about AI, that's why. I want some true AI stuff coming in. I want a computer to fucking try and take over the world. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Keep an eye on it next year. I'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, I'm not. Well, I'm not. This computer is brand new, guys. It's running the 14th gen Intel processor. I'm not going to be switching for like quite a few years. No, no, no. I'm not interested in doing anything. I want a computer that I can use now for a while without having to fuck with it. We know we watched you build it. Exactly. I just need my processor back in there, man. I want to game again. I think you would like the Ryzen 999 550X. Ryzen. Oh, my keyboard turned off. I'm like, why isn't my keyboard working? And I turned it off. I can look at it real quick. Ryzen. That's AMD though. It's the AMD Ryzen. Yeah, I'm not. Again, I'm not. I'm just not gonna AMD right now. Um. Yeah, I mean, nah, I'm good. I mean, and I played plenty with my Intel processor before it decided to fuck up, and it's done every. I've been able to play every single game on the highest quality and everything. I don't see a reason to change. The computer was plenty powerful. I don't think, other than a benchmark, I've used greater than like 5 or 10% of it, of the processor power on it. I might when I get my new monitor. It's actually gonna be a 4K monitor, but for now, I'm good with my two 1080s. You just want to get out, get your butt kicked in pummel party on. What do you mean, Bama? Look, you guys take this time right now and get good because I'm on my way back. Pummel Party's gonna be one of the first games I install, and then I'm gonna be back, and you guys better be watching it because I'm just saying, y'all just better be practicing. I even get in the game tonight if you can. Yeah, especially now that we've all gotten better, if you say so. 16 out of 32 unlocked and up to 5.7 gigahertz. Mine's unlocked. I don't know the exact specs on it right now, but again, I have no reason to switch over. I know you're trying to kind of sell it, but I did my research. I'm down. I'm fine with Intel, and I will stay with Intel, and for a while until a certain ARM processors come out. But I'm not. I'm good with not going with AMD. Unless AMD comes out with a good ARM processor, and I will definitely look at them. Yes. Install digital storage. This was part of the troubleshooting stuff, spam. To be honest with you, I thought it might have been the process or the operating system. So the operating system's been redone. I thought maybe it was the hard drive, so I tried switching the operating system drive over to my secondary drive, which had all my games on it. Thus, wiped all the games off. The computer right now doesn't even have an operating system on it because of how much I've been trying to troubleshoot it. During the troubleshooting step, it's clean slate. I have to reinstall everything, including some stuff. Like there's going to be a version of this that's actually put on the main computer too, which will allow me to do jump scares and stuff. You guys can do that on stream. You aren't going to change his mind on this. Well, no, you're not. Not at this point. No, because I'm not going to go out and buy a new motherboard right now. Why would I do that? I would need an entire new motherboard and processor. I'm not down with spending that money. I'd rather spend it on something, useful, like maybe by the time I spent the money on a new motherboard and processor for AMD that's decent, that would pay for my a VR headset. Why would I want to do that? I'd rather get a VR headset and my Intel shit's working fine already. It's no issue with it. So yeah, you're not going to change my mind on that one. Ouch, yeah, you're going to be installing stuff for a long time. Not really. I mean, it's a quick computer. And I don't install all my games. I have two 2 terabytes and one 1 terabyte storage in there, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that would be it. Yep. Because 1 terabyte I put with Windows, 1 terabyte I put with Linux, 2 terabytes for the gaming, and a 1 terabyte as a miscellaneous drive. I want a VR headset too, just for beats. Exactly, that's what I'm gonna get it too. So I'd much rather spend the money on that than replace something that's essentially working. And once I get that processor in, and I'll put the new the clip on it, the latch. There's no issue. I will have 0 issues. Everything else is working great. I've done troubleshooting on every piece of equipment in there, from the motherboard, the processor, to the RAM. I've done all of it. And it all came down to the processor. The computer's still brand fucking new. And I've not used it for half the time it's existed now because of fucking Intel. Did you read about NVIDIA and AMD working today to come out with a computer next year? I did not hear about that, though. I mean, that's fine. I'm still going to build my own computers. Hey, I hope everyone having a good night. We're having a good night, Mello. You doing okay? And welcome back in. I just had a really good fart. Jesus, Taylor. Mel, how are you feeling? It will be ARM-based. I mean, I don't know what you're trying to go with, Baby Shark. I'm not going with AMD. I'm not building a new computer. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not interested in any of that tech right now, simply because it has no use for me right. My computer, I'm running a 14th gen Intel processor, top of the line motherboard. The graphics card is a gen behind. I'm running the 4080 and not the 4090 because the 4080 was like $1,000 cheaper, right? And it still will do every single game you're thinking of. I got the 4080. The chassis, the case, everything in there is brand new. I am not looking to switching to anything else, even if they put in an ARM processor, until this becomes too aged. And then I will go back and replace any of the components. And at that point, I'll check into the ARM series. But for right now, I am not. I am not moving over. I am not moving over in any sense. Even if they come out with the ARM series, I'm not moving over. I was about to text you. I've been worried all day. Sarah, a good fart always feels good. Why'd you message Sarah on that? Sarah didn't say anything. Sarah didn't say anything. Why are you talking to Sarah about your farts? That was Taylor that did the fart. You have my number, ma'am. 4090 is operated to me. It's way too big. Well, I mean, the 4080 is this fucking big. I bought a stand for it because it's so fucking big. I literally bought this from Cooler Master because the fucking graphics card is so fucking big. And it's going to end up bending the pins. Oops, sorry. It's going to end up bending the pins if I don't get a stand in there. I'm going to put the stand in because it has a motherboard component in here. I have to plug this into the motherboard so this will light up. So I'm going to do that when the processor comes in. So I don't have to really get in there. But no, I love my 4080. I love my computer. You guys help make it happen. It's fantastic. I just want to use it again. I want to play games. I want to play Pummel Party with you guys. I want to play every sort of game I can with you guys, Mello, today was a crazy day at work, and I spent the evening cleaning the Oculus I got, but I really have been worried. But yeah, from there, guys, I think it's about time for ending the stream. So let's see who we have now. Again, guys, tomorrow, keep an eye out for Discord announcement. If the processor comes in tomorrow, we'll be doing a Techromancer stream tomorrow. As far as we're gonna rebuild the computer. If it comes in Thursday, stream at normal time. Friday, also stream at normal time. It just depends on when the processor comes in. According to them, they've sent it off. So we'll see from there. Other than that, we are going to go ahead and raid out. Let me see who we have to raid out to. Following. We're going to go ahead out to Mr. Jake. Yeah, he is still on his subathon. Love you, fuck. I love you too, Taylor. Have fun and be safe, everyone. Yep, everyone give J-Cat a hello. He is he's playing Awkward 2, I believe, according to his stream title. So everyone say hi to J-Cat. Give him some love. He has his timer's getting a little low, guys. He's only at 506 hours left. So please help him get at least up to 1,000 hours. He will absolutely love it. I know he's watching my stream right now because he's fucking laughing right now. I can see the shit-eating smile on his face. Yeah, I'm talking about you, J-Cat. So he's only at 500 hours. We need to get him up to 1,000. So I know you can hear me, you dick. That's what I'm talking about you, because I see the shit-eating grin on your face. Because I'm telling everyone to get your timer above a fucking 1,000 hours. Because you're getting low, bud, with your 500 hours. I see you over there. So everyone give a hello and good vibes over to J-Cat. It's fantastic, except he's loading something. I don't know right now. He's probably figuring out how to load that. Yeah, that. I see a loading bar, J-Cat. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, love you all. Give J-Cat my love and your love. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow or Thursday. Okay.